All right, we're live. We're live. Is that camera right? Okay, it's good. Shalom, shalom, Shabbat shalom. Much love.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Welcome this evening. Much love to my brother Kawakab in Guatemala and various congregations he teaches all around the world. And brother Amiyataza. Much love to you too, brother in London. Much love to SOW family, Houston, Rochester, and Virginia under Kazakia, Quatazat, and Zion. Much love to those brothers and their congregations, and their families, and their members. Much love to our comment section. You know, everybody that comes through consistently. We definitely appreciate you. Much love to newcomers checking us out. And much love to people in the future checking us out. This class is like a year old. They catch the class. Much love to you too. All right? So we're going to go into our topic. And it's a pleasure. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Shalom, shalom, all those. Shalom. We're gonna get into it. All right. You know, if you're new, we're SOT, Sword of Truth Ministries. We've been doing it for many years, 92. You know, we do our best to convey a message of development, change, and growth in accordance with the Bible, and such that premise that the Lord laid down about repentance and development, so our nations can make it to the kingdom. That's the premise of our camp, and you know, have stronger leadership, stronger families, and be really linear to the book. You know, make sure we're living the book as much as possible in spirit and in truth. Okay, so that's the goal. You know, nobody's perfect, but we're trying to be perfect as much as we possibly can. All right, to the best of our ability. So once again, our topic is going to be issues follow deficiency. Our topic is issues follow what? Issues follow deficiency. All right, a testimony for or against you. A testimony for or against you. All right, and the topic's important because sometimes people make mistakes they don't know why. Some people get into repetitive situations, repetitive circumstances, and they don't know why they're in the same repetitive circumstances, and they don't get. Everywhere I go, people are throwing up gang signs. Everywhere I go, people want to fight. Everywhere I go, people want to take advantage of me. Everywhere I go, people trying to set me up. Everywhere I go, I'm getting fired. You know, a lot of us all have, in our personal lives, we all have a set of circular scenarios. And the book talks about that too. And we get the Most High's perspective, and we're going to look for solutions, okay? So we're going to get into our topic. There's a little more to it. We're going to get into our topic, okay? So first scripture we're going to go to is Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33 and verse 5. Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33 and verse 5. Once again, thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming through. Much love. Much appreciation.
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33 and verse 5. The heart of the foolish is like a cartwheel.
And we go over the scripture often. The heart of the foolish, or the mind of a foolish person, is like a cartwheel. Now, what is a cartwheel? What's the idea of a cartwheel?
It's like a wagon wheel.
It's a wagon wheel.
We're not talking about.
It's rotation. And is it rotating in a square or a triangle?
Circle.
It's rotating in a circle. Okay? So the scriptures are showing that the mind of a foolish person is circular, operates in a circular mindset. And we'll get to the detail of it. Yes, sir.
And it's fixed. And it's always going to go in a circle.
Yeah. It's like that. It's pretty much that's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be spinning in cycles, in circles, repeating itself consistently. Okay? So a foolish spirit, or a foolish mindset, or a foolish person, their mind operates in these non-stop, incessant cycles. Keep reading.
The heart of the foolish is like a cartwheel.
It's going to give us the why. Why? Because we're not rusted class. Why does a person have a circular, cyclical mindset, so to speak? We're going to find out. Read.
And his thoughts are like a rolling axle tree.
The reason why a foolish mind or personality has circular thoughts, because they also have, I gave it away. They have a circular mindset because they have circular thoughts. A hateful person with a hateful mindset has what? Hateful thoughts. An angry person with an angry mindset has what? Angry thoughts. Your mindset is your thoughts. You are your thoughts. We are our thoughts. So a foolish personality repeats the same mistake over and over and over.
It kind of reminds me of, or it made me think of a cartwheel, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're actually going somewhere, but like Nagaha said, you're fixed on that wagon.
Yeah.
But it made me think of burling, which is that lumberjack sport where they're on the water and they're kind of going on but they're rolling it, but they're not really going anywhere.
I'm not going
that's
anywhere.
The mind. That's what made me think.
Now, I love that point. We're not moving forward. We're aging, but we're not aging. Get the point? We're growing in age and years, but we're not growing in decision-making skills. All right? And we'll get to the detail of it. Let's go to Deuteronomy. No, matter of fact, Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 4. Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 4. So the big moral, the big concept, people operate in these circular thoughts and these circular mindsets, and they make circular choices in their life. They pick the same people. Mm-hmm. They do things in the same places. They make the same mistakes. There's always a song I listen to. I think Rihanna made the song. And then a group called Tame Impala made a song called Same Mistakes. Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Same bad decisions, same mistakes.
Same old mistakes, something like that.
Yeah.
Same person, same old mistakes.
Yeah, same person, same old mistakes.
Yeah.
And you know what? Whoever wrote that song is giving a testimony to people's lives. Mm-hmm. Listen, sometimes we're the same. When I'm the same person, I'm gonna do the same things. I like to smoke. So I'm gonna be around smokers. Why am I getting arrested? Why is somebody stealing from me? Why do I have fake friends? Well, you build friendships in carnality, mm-hmm. and you're upset that you can't trust anybody. Mm-hmm. Everybody's jealous of me. Everybody's jealous. Well, you got diamonds on in the ghetto. People are in poverty and their food stamps are getting cut off, and you walk around with diamonds on.
Right.
And niggas want to kill me. They want to kill me.
They hating on me right now.
But you're committing adultery. Then you're bragging about it.
Yeah.
And then you're threatening. You know how Jake talks.
Yeah.
You're talking like this, and you don't expect someone to want to kill you. These thought patterns are all obviously foolish thought patterns. Mm-hmm. But we have the same thought patterns. It's just not as obviously foolish. All right? So let's go to 8 and 4 of Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 4. Thy raiment waxeth not old upon thee, neither did thy foot swell these 40 years.
So, what's that saying? Did your foot swell? Did your clothes get old? That means your clothes were taken care of. That means your body was taken care of. That means you were taken care of. Oh, Israel. This is the nation, right? Read.
Verse 5. Thou shalt also consider in thine heart that as a man chasteneth his son.
No. That's not what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad.
Verse 4.
We're still on point 4. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
Thy raiment waxed not old upon thee, neither did thy foot swell these 40 years.
What's the key point? 40 years. 40 years is a lion's share of your youth and your vitality.
Okay.
All right? You can get to 50, you can get to 62 and be straight.
Yeah.
But, 40 years is safe to say it's your whole life, right? Pretty much your whole life. If you live in the city for 40 years, if you have a certain job for 40 years,
definitely in your prime.
It's your prime of life. It's 40 years straight, right? He said, listen, for the majority of your life, you never went out, your clothes didn't wear out, and your foot didn't swell. I never abused you. I always took care of you. Go to 8 and 2.
Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 2.
And
thou shalt remember all the way which the Most High thy power led thee these 40 years in the wilderness.
So that's what? The majority of your life, you were in a wilderness. Okay. Clothes didn't wrinkle. No, not wrinkle. Your clothes didn't fall apart. You weren't looking bad, feeling bad. Your feet didn't swell. He took care of you. He took care of your health. Read on. What was the purpose of it, though?
To humble thee.
You were in the situation partially to be humbled. So what did I say? If the Most High made the majority of Israel's life a humbling process, then it's safe to say the majority of our life is also what?
Humbling process.
A humbling process. Because how the Most High thinks. He made sure his children operate in a humbling process. Read on.
To humble thee and prove thee.
And do what?
To know what?
Stop. It's to humble you and also to what?
Prove thee.
It's 2 points. Part of the lion's share of your life is you proving yourself to the Most High. Is me proving myself to the Most High. We have a responsibility to prove ourselves. Mm-hmm. We have that. We're not. We can't just. We're not. Most High's not just giving us straight credit like 100%. You have 750 credit in Christ. No. You got to prove that you're worthy of credit.
Exactly.
You got to prove you're worthy of Christ's name, bro. We're not just waking up. I'm a Jew. Got a beard. Got a fro. It's all good. Everything works out. No, you're going to go through a process of humbling. And depending on how you take your humbling process, proves what? How much you what? Love the Most High in Christ. How do you react to your humbling process? How do you react to the changes in your life? How do you react? And what character flaws come out of you when things don't go your way?
Right.
All right? Or what character flaws go in your life when things do go your way? Because some people, when things go their way, they lose all their discipline. And for some people, when things don't go their way, they lose all their discipline.
Either way.
I got all this money, I got to spend it. Or I'm broke. I gotta do me. It's your reaction to your condition the Most High is looking at. So, but the key point was, how long were they getting proven? 40 years. Mm-hmm. All right? Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 2, verse 1. 1 through 3. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Deuteronomy chapter 2, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Then we turned and took our journey into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea.
So we know that they were going by the Red Sea. Read.
As the Most High spake unto me, and we compassed Mount Seir many days.
Many days I was looking at this mountain, this big mountain. Esau's mountain, Mount Seir. For many days we're looking at the same mountain. Keep reading.
And the Most High spake unto me, saying,
Mm-hmm.
Ye have compassed this mountain long enough. Turn you northward.
Why would you say that? Ye have compassed this mountain long enough. What does compass mean?
It's around.
We're going in circles, bro. How long does it take to go around a mountain? How long does it take for a whole nation of people to walk in the circle of a mountain? It said many days. So what was Israel doing in the wilderness? Going in circles. How long? Many days. Numbers 14 and 33. Numbers 14 and 33.
Numbers chapter 14, verse 33.
And we'll say, why are we going in circles? Read.
And your children shall wander in the wilderness 40 years.
So not only are the parents in the wilderness for 40 years, but who else is there with the parents for this 40-year period?
The kids.
The kids. The kids are bearing the brunt of the bad thinking pattern of the parent, or the teacher, or the priest, or the general, or the captain. Read.
And your children shall wander in the wilderness 40 years.
Uh-huh.
And bear your whoredoms.
So people have to bear our problems, our issues, our deficiencies.
Yeah.
Whoredom is a deficiency. Look at the word deficiency. It might be in 828. It might be somewhere else. Or we can find it.
Deficiency.
So the word deficiency means what?
Deficiency. 1828.
Uh-huh.
It says a failing, a falling short.
A falling short. A failing or a falling short. The heart of the fool is like a cartwheel. His thoughts are like a rolling axle tree. Meaning this rolling axle tree is getting blown around everywhere. There's no direction. Because the axle tree was like another, what those country western movies? What do they call those things?
Tumbleweed.
Tumbleweed. A tumbleweed is another example of an axle tree, okay? A tumbleweed goes where the wind blows. Wherever the wind blows, the tumbleweed goes, right?
Yeah.
So the mind of a fool is the same way. My mind goes wherever my feelings, my environment, my physical sensation, or my past, or my whatever's popular at the time. Whatever's popular, my emotions dictate, or my physicality, my impulse dictates.
Yeah.
Or something I see that people are doing that I also want to partake in. I want to partake in what I see people doing. So the mind or the thoughts of a foolish personality or the foolish archetype is constantly being manipulated by its external environment or its internal impulses.
Yeah.
All right? But that leads to the same cycles over and over and over. Just like Israel in the wilderness going around Mount Seir many days. Over and over and over. The Most High is not cruel. He wouldn't have you walk and your feet swell. He wouldn't have your clothes and your raiment be, just rags. Why would the Most High have Israel walk in circles? Because it was the foolishness or the thoughts within them that caused him to give them that judgment. I gotta have you walk around Mount Seir for 40 years. Well, not 40 years. I gotta have you walk in the same position for 40 years. I have to make you repeat the same cycle over and over again. Because I'm giving you your judgment based off of your thoughts.
Okay.
Keep reading.
And your children shall wander in the wilderness 40 years and bear your whoredoms.
And suffer because of our lack of discretion. Read. Our deficiency. Read.
Until your carcasses be wasted in the wilderness.
Until your carcass is wasted. Why is the wording like that? Until your body turns into just bones? What's it really saying? You don't really want to change.
Yeah, there we go.
So when you die, your spirit will leave your body, no problem. I'll deal with you later on because there's reincarnation. But I don't think you're going to fix this problem. You're not really showing me enough umph or gumption or intestinal fortitude or desire to change. So no problem. If you don't want to change, it's cool. But your children have to suffer your lack of change. And your body's going to die in the same cycle that you want to be in. You want to be in the drug cycle? No problem. You're going to die in the drug cycle. You want to be in the gang cycle? No problem. You're going to die in the gang cycle. You want to drive drunk? Because there's people that like to drive drunk too. Then you're going to die in the drive drunk cycle. You want to sit here and be super independent and be to yourself and super isolate yourself and do what you want to do when you want to do it and go off your own place? No problem. But you'll die in that same circular form of thinking. You don't trust people and people are out to get you and you're very skeptical. I get it. I too am skeptical. I'm a skeptical person myself. But guess what? If you maintain that posture, you're going to die in your skepticism. So the proverbial mountain is Mount Seir this time. But we in modern times, we are going around our own Mount Seir. We're in our own wilderness. We're in our own cycle of repetitive actions leading to the same results. I picked the same lover, new face. I picked the same problems, different city. I don't feel good about my food. I eat different looking food, but I still feel like dog crap. Because I eat the same chemicals. It might look different, but you read it says MSG and all this stuff, all this bad chemicals, red dye number 40. Listen, this is one cookie from one brand. This is one cookie from another brand. They're both cookies with the chemicals.
Yeah.
Well, I like Nabisco. I would like to have one of these. I would like to have a Hostess cookie. Okay. You have different flavors of cookie.
Yeah.
But you have the same chemicals in the food. Therefore, you still feel sick. We do that. We're looking for variety. But in the spiritual chemistry of things, they distill back to the same problems. It's spiritual chemistry. Esau does chemistry. He has to distill things to their elements, carbon, whatever, beryllium, whatever, nitrogen, whatever. I don't even go this kind of reading, but oxygen, hydrogen, whatever the hell the elements are. Such one's good with all the scientific information. I'm just saying, when you distill things down, they come back to the same points. It's always carbon. It's always oxygen. It's always a certain molecule. It's always a certain type of situation. Well, that same circumstance happens in life. You're experimenting with your life. But they go back to the same decisions. They go back to the same deficiencies. I might be with a new person in my life. Same deficiency, though. I might have a new job. Same deficiency, though. I might have a new outfit. Same deficiency, though. Just like the song. Same person, same problems. I might be saying it wrong, but it's the same point.
Same person, same mistake.
Yeah, same old mistakes. We're still being distilled back to our core elements. All right?
And that lesson of where it says, until your carcasses be wasted in the wilderness, you're going to watch yourself waste away. You're going to watch yourself decline over time.
Calm.
And you're going to bear your own whoredoms. And people are going to watch you decline and depreciate.
Yeah, and we don't wish this for anybody. I wish it for myself. I wish it for my brother. I wish it for nobody. I don't wish it for Jake.
Yeah.
I don't wish it for Esau. How about that? I hope he figures. I hope he figures it out, which he's not.
Nice.
But I hope somebody figures it out. But the whole point is, what am I saying, bro? When we don't make a tangible effort to escape our own circular thinking or escape our own cycles, we're putting ourselves in this 40-year lion's share of your life scenario. You're putting yourself in a scenario where it takes your carcass to be skin and bones, and then just bones, for there to be actual change. We should do this when we're alive. We should change when we have breath in our body and our youth and our vitality. Why are we waiting for a 40-year time period to make a change? Well, we'll keep going. So, we'll keep reading, sir?
Okay. Numbers chapter 14 and verse 31. Verse 33.
Okay.
And your children shall wander in the wilderness 40 years and bear your whoredoms until your carcasses be wasted in the wilderness.
People have to bear the burden of our lack of discretion. Read.
Verse 34. After the number of the days in which ye search the land, even 40 days, each day for a year, shall ye bear your iniquities, even 40 years, and ye shall know my breach of promise.
Because you know what? We're not really keeping our promise. We get the scriptures. We get the wisdom. We want the blessings. Some of us get the blessings. But do we give the Most High what He wants in return? For all the blessings we've received. For all the scriptures we've gotten. For all the counsel we've gotten. Are we giving the Most High the return that He requires on investment? Next scripture. Numbers 14 verse... Numbers 32 verse 13. Numbers 32 and verse 13.
Numbers chapter 32 verse 13.
And all we're harping on is 40 years is a long time to have the same exact what? Deficiency. A what?
A failing.
A what?
A failing. A falling short. Imperfection. As a deficiency in moral duties.
A deficiency in moral duties. A falling short in moral duties. Imperfection in moral duties. What's number 2?
Number 2. It says want. Defect. Something less than is necessary.
So I don't have what I need internally. I don't have I need this amount of confidence. I need this amount of faith. I need this amount of humility. I need this amount of resilience as a man. I need this amount of study time. I need this amount of brotherhood. There's a certain quota on all of our spirits. What you're supposed to bring forth to the Father.
And it says something less than necessary, not even doing the bare minimum.
That's required for my spirit. All right? Let's keep reading.
Numbers 32 verse 13.
And
the Most High's anger was kindled against Israel, and He made them wander in the wilderness 40 years.
So, something about me offended the Most High. And that led to the lion's share of my life being in a circle process, a process of repeating the same mistakes. That's a part of offending the Most High. Read on.
Until all the generation that had done evil in the sight of the Most High was consumed.
Until what?
Until all the generation that had done evil in the sight of the Most High was consumed.
They did evil because they operate in that foolish mindset that just simply repeated the same mistakes. And they did that for their 40. Therefore, 40 piece. Going around the same cycle, same circle, same problems, same issues, same mentality. Let's keep going. So let's go to Psalms 55 verse 19. Psalm 55 verse 19. So what was the real root of the problem? Let's go find out. It's pretty simple. Why do we waste time? Why do we waste time?
Psalm chapter 55, verse 19.
Uh-huh.
The Most High shall hear and afflict them, even he that abideth of old. Salah.
Why? Why does Israel get afflicted? Read.
Because they have no changes.
Why does Israel get afflicted?
Because they have no changes.
Because they have no changes. That's the simple answer to why we keep having the same circumstances, the same cycles, the same circular processes, the same repetition. You have the same problems because you haven't changed. Something about me hasn't changed. I'm eating the same cookies. I'm around the same cigarettes. I'm around the same people. I'm around the same type of music. I'm looking at the same type of consumption. I'm going to give my mind the same type of negative consumption. If you keep doing this, they say input is what? Output. If you keep putting this in your body, this is how you're going to look. If you keep putting this in your mind, this is how you're going to act. If you keep dwelling on these certain thoughts or certain mindsets, your behavior is going to be an outworking outcome of what you're dwelling on. When you dwell on anger, your behavior is based on anger. When you deal with depression, and you harp on depression, and you ingratiate your mind in your depression, then your actions will be a behavior that comes from the ingratiating nature of your mind going into depression. I've consumed my thoughts with why I don't have this, I don't have that, why I don't got. That now you're so focused on what you don't have or what you're not getting that all your affect, all your behavior is going to emanate lack of gratitude. It's going to emanate ungratefulness. It's going to emanate entitlement. It's going to emanate I need advice. I need to indulge. I gotta balance my spirit out.
Yeah.
I hate my life, quote unquote. That's what happens when you dwell on certain thoughts that are not correct in the eyes of the Most High, or you don't correct or change those thoughts. And then we say, I hate my life. My life's it's just the same life, the same problems. I don't care where I go, it's the same situation. Well, you're getting afflicted with this circumstance or circular nature in your life, at your job, in your house, with your family, with your health. Why? Because I have no what? I have no changes. Read on.
Because they have no changes.
And what does that mean to the Lord? When you don't make changes, how does the Lord interpret us not making changes? It says it right here very clear. Read.
Because they have no changes, therefore they fear not the Most High.
So the Most High determines your fear of Him based off of how much you change. If you make changes, that proves to me you fear me. If you do not make changes, that proves to me you don't fear me. We all say we fear the Lord, but the Lord quantifies the fear in this scripture based upon how many significant changes am I making in my spirit. How many significant changes am I giving myself to, committing to, and eventually getting the victory over to prove I fear the Lord? Does my outfit prove I fear the Lord? Does my beard prove I fear the Lord? Does my fringes 100% prove I fear the Lord?
No.
Does my bank account prove I fear the Lord? No. The changes I make, according to Scripture, prove I fear the Lord. And if I can show the Most High I'm willing to make changes, then I get less affliction. It won't say you'll ever get affliction, but there's unnecessary affliction from lack of change. All right? It wasn't necessary to walk for 40 years in the wilderness. It wasn't necessary to walk around Mount Seir many days. He still took care of us. Clothes didn't get messed up. Health didn't get poor. But we never moved forward in our life. There was a stagnation period for the lion's share of Israel's life in that time period. And who bear the burden of it? Who bear the brunt of it? The people that depend on you.
Yeah.
When I don't make changes, the people that depend on me, they have to suffer somewhat. Yes, sir.
He even kept our teeth clean as well.
Took care of that too. We didn't need Dennis. He looked out. I know you got the scripture to prove it.
Yeah.
I know you do. If you want to pull it, cool. I'm not tripping. Go ahead.
One of those random moments to use it. Amos chapter 4, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have given you cleanness of teeth.
Listen, your feet didn't swell, your clothes are straight, and your teeth are fresh and white. Why are you upset? He looked out for you in every way possible, in every aspect possible. Read on.
And I also have given you cleanness of teeth in all your cities, and want of bread in all your places. Yet have you not returned unto me, saith the Most High.
So the Most High always gives us what we need, but we still haven't made the changes necessary to show him that we love him back. Is that clear? Teeth white as a nation, feet not swelling, in a life of walking, which is amazing, and clothes looking good in the wilderness.
Yep.
That's the Lord. You are being taken care of. We are being taken care of. But I can't see that because I'm stuck in my circular thoughts.
Yeah. Raiment, food, and teeth to eat it with.
Yeah, teeth to eat it with. And they look good too.
Your breath ain't stinking.
Yeah, look, you
got
straight.
no root canal.
Listen,
no
you have to pay
bridge,
$10,000 to get the teeth fixed.
Yeah.
Huh?
No dentures, no.
He's just be charging crazy prices, bro. Well, now, we read Psalms 55:19. Let's read Job 10 and 17. Job 10 and 17. Well, thank you, sir.
Job chapter 10, verse 17.
Uh-huh.
Job chapter 10, verse 17.
Uh-huh.
Thou renewest thy witness against me,
Read on.
and increaseth thine indignation upon me.
So, Job was going through it. He had problems. Read.
Changes and war are against me.
That scripture always hit me, bro. Because not only was Job suffering, but what came upon Job?
Changes and war.
Changes and war. You lost your family. You lost your wealth. You lost your physical glory. And on top of that, changes and wars are coming upon Job. Read Job 8 and 20. We're going to go back to 10 and 17, reference-wise.
Job chapter 8.
Exactly. Exactly, sister. Go ahead.
Behold, the Most High will not cast away a perfect man.
But the Most High won't cast away who?
A perfect man.
And a perfect man is a person who's what? Willing to change. A person that's willing to change and implement change in their life, that person, Most High will never cast away. I won't cast you away because you keep changing for me.
And what makes perfection? Practice makes perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You're not practicing. You got to be able to. You got to be participating.
Exactly. And perfect also means to. The word perfect also means to be entire, to be whole. A lot of us are broken, which means we're imperfect. So when you see a perfect man, it's a man that's not broken.
Well-rounded.
Exactly. A perfect man is not broken. A perfect woman is not broken. All right? So when we say broken, we're not letting our outside environment break us. We're not letting our past break us. We're not letting our condition break us. We're not letting our emotions break us. We're not letting our traumas break us. We're not letting trauma, emotion, environment, and influence break us. And I'm willing to change. That mindset has you in the spirit of show the Most High you're wanting to be perfect.
What's another word?
He won't cast you away.
What's another word for change? Adjust. You got to be willing to make adjustments because we don't live life in a controlled environment.
No.
We live life as it comes, on the job, on the road.
On the flow of things.
Right. So we got to be willing to we got to know how to make adjustments.
Exactly. So, if I'm willing to adjust, remember, the mind of the foolish just repeats the same mistakes. Why? Because they're not adjusting their thoughts. A foolish person has an inability to adjust. And that leads to the lion's share or a 40-year run of walking in circles. Making the same mistake in different parts or different time periods. Is that clear?
God.
And then we read earlier that you get affliction from not changing. And guess what? It says they're getting afflicted because they don't change, that they have no changes. And the Most High interprets that as there's no fear of me. You really don't respect me. Because if you respected me, you would fix unholy speech. You would fix your dietary situation. You would fix your emotional scenario. You would fix how you deal with people. You would fix how you react to certain repetitive circumstances, and you wouldn't flip out and trip out. All right?
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
And also, the word perfect, just on your point, out there, it means to improve, and it also means to polish. So what does that mean? Obviously, the Most High knows that we need work to do, right? Because when we just read how we was in the wilderness for how long? 40 years, right? Mm-hmm. And he said what? What was the purpose? To what? To humble thee. So what does that mean? The Most High knows that there's what? Deficiencies in our spirit, and he's putting us into a process to improve us and also to polish us so we can become what? Clean. We can become better. We can become improved.
But if I reject the notion of improvement, if I reject the notion of change, if I reject the notion of trying to be whole and not give myself to the ideal of being broken, which is a victim mindset. I'm not giving myself to a victim mindset, then I'm that much more close to being a perfect man.
God.
I'm that much more close to being a person that's about improvement. I'm that much more close to a person that's willing to polish myself for the Most High's use.
God.
And therefore, I don't have a lion's share or a 40-year run of the same cycle over and over, looking at Mount Seir from every angle. 90-degree angle, Mount Seir. 50-degree angle, Mount Seir. 180-degree angle, Mount Seir. Morning, Mount Seir. Night, Mount Seir. Afternoon, Mount Seir. And then we complain about our life because our life's not changing.
Yeah.
Our life is not changing because we are not changing.
Yeah.
But the greatest men, the perfect men, even though they suffered, they made the adjustments as they suffered.
Kind of.
Like Job did. He said, war and changes have come upon me. So I got to fight and make changes in my personal life. I got to do both.
Yeah.
There's one thing to go to war and fight. You got to fight. But then to fight and make personal adjustments at the same time on the fly and maintain that one-on-one with the Heavenly Father, that's a lot. But Job was a perfect man. He was a man that wasn't broken. He was about improvement. He was about his personal spiritual development with the Heavenly Father.
God.
Therefore, he didn't waste a 40-year run, 4 dimes, on the same thought process.
And he didn't know why these things happened to him. All the boils, all the children dying, getting robbed, getting spoiled. The only reason he had was, shall we not receive evil of the Lord as well? That was the only reason he needed. He didn't need the who, what, where, why, and how. He just had one reason. Because the Most High allowed that. We receive good, we receive evil. Simple.
He kept his fear of the Lord. Read 8 and 20 one more time.
Job chapter 8, verse 20.
Uh-huh.
Behold, the Most High will not cast away a perfect man.
He won't cast away the changers.
Yeah.
He won't cast away the ones that are willing to change. He's not going to cast away that kind of person.
God.
All right? So now, let's go to...
You want to go back to that Job?
No. I want to... Isaiah 66 and verse 4. Isaiah 66 and verse 4.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 4. I also will choose their delusions.
And so listen. The Most High has the power to choose your cycles. If you don't want to change, then let's just stay in this cycle of not changing. Then be in this cycle. Read.
I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them. Because when I called, none did answer.
I offered you help. We blame the Most High and say, where was the Most High in my life? But when he offered help, we rejected his help. That's Proverbs 1.
God.
It said, he reached his hand out all day.
Yeah.
And men won't sit here and regard his hand. They won't take the Lord's help. I had to ask myself this question. When the Most High offers his help, do I look at it as help? And do I take his help? And do I capitalize off his help? If we're going to be honest, the answer is probably no. We don't capitalize on all the different opportunities the Most High has for our spirit. We don't capitalize on every opportunity he reaches out for us. We don't. But he's loving enough to keep reaching out to us. Read.
Because when I called, none did answer.
Uh-huh.
When I spake, they did not hear.
And when we get instructions, and we know we're in the same circumstance, we know we're operating in circles, we know we're making bad decisions, we know we're making foolish choices, we know that we're broken inside. You might not know you're making bad choices, but you know you feel broken. We can relate to that. Then if I feel broken, why don't I follow or seek or commit or implement instruction in my life if I know I'm broken? Read.
When I spake, they did not hear.
Uh-huh.
But they did evil before mine eyes.
And the evil was the expression of what we're focused on. Of us rejecting the Most High's wisdom, of us rejecting the Most High's direction, and us being stayed upon our own passions and obsessions and deficiencies. Read.
And chose that in which I delighted not.
So why do we walk in circular scenarios in our life?
Choose.
Because we choose that. We choose the bad lover. We choose to get fired off of jobs. We choose to lose blessings. We choose to lose rank. We choose to make everything that's vivid and bright and beautiful in our life lose its sensation and color. The Most High gives you beautiful things. He gives you blessings in life. But my lack of ability to appreciate the blessings I have in my life drain the color and the light. It goes from color to black and white. The food don't taste good no more. The house is just a house. The car is just a car. The day, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. When the sun goes up, I'm waiting for it to go down. When the sun's down, I'm waiting for it to go up. I'm just living my life, watching the sun go up and down, the moon come out, the sun come out. I'm watching winter come, winter, spring, summer, fall. I'm watching the seasons of my life just blow by me. And life will blow by you, and you'll see nonstop seasons. You'll see grasshoppers, and you'll see the birds fly south in the winter. Then you'll see the corn. If you're a country person, you see the corn growing. You see the oranges in the wintertime, whatever. It's a citrus fruit. It's a winter thing. Mm-hmm. You'll see the fruits develop and fall. You see the leaves turn green, and then the leaves will go back to, they'll go to different colors, and they go back to green. Then the trees die. There's no leaves at all. And you'll watch the storm season, and then you watch your whole life blow past you and not make any internal changes. But the Most High has a whole cycle of life around you. That's about change. He has 4 seasons so you can see that he requires change. You have your summer clothes, then you have your winter clothes. Then it gives you a period to adjust. He gives you all these different opportunities to see how life is changing around you. Mm-hmm. And we don't see. He creates an environment that always changes because you are his servant and you are always supposed to be changing.
Yeah.
That's what he requires. Water that's dead has disease in it. Mm-hmm. It's stagnant. Water that's flowing is good, is fit for use, is fit for consumption, and is clear. Clear water is always moving. Dead water, green water, dark water is stagnant. He gives you physical examples so you can understand how he thinks. If you give your mind the book.
God.
Read one more time.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 4. I also would choose their delusions and would bring their fears upon them. Because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. But they did evil before mine eyes, and chose that in which I delighted not.
Let's go to Hebrews 10 and 39. Hebrews 10 and 39.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 39. But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition.
Stop. We're not of them that draw back to perdition. Drawing back is quitting. In essence, going backwards is quitting, moving forward. He said, we're not quitters. We're not drawbackers. We're not going back into perdition. I'm not cutting that kind of cloth, is what he's saying. We're not of them. Read that point one more time.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 39.
Uh-huh.
But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul.
So if I'm a quitter, then I'm not going to save my soul.
Yeah.
Simple terms. Quitters don't get their soul saved. Another way to say it is, he that endures to the end, the same shall be saved. That's the positive spin. The negative spin is, if you don't change, you don't get your soul saved. People that don't change don't move forward. They always go what? Backward. So that backward momentum is a part of that what? That cycle, that circular cycle. It's one step forward, one step back. One step forward, two steps forward, two steps back. Walk around in a circle, change my environment a little bit, but then I look up, I'm at the same mountain. I'm in the same desert. I'm the same person. And I'm mad about the same thing. Well, guess what? That deficiency, whatever deficiencies within you, whatever shortness of imperfection or falling short within you, that has you being that person no matter where you're at. If you're in Jerusalem, you're that person. If you're in Egypt, you're that person. If you're in the wilderness, you're that person. Wherever you go, if you allow your deficiency to rule you, you maintain that cycle, and you maintain, worst of all, that personality expression. Is that clear? So, we're not wishing the worst on people. We're saying that Most High says, listen, if you won't change your deficiencies, then I'll give you to the delusion you want. I'll give you the cycle you want. Stay in the drug cycle then. Stay in the collect and buy cycle. Collect buys then. Collect buys and ruin your health. Bounce jobs. Okay, bounce cities and complain about everybody wants to shoot and kill you, but you got red flags on.
Yeah.
Okay, keep getting money and then blowing the money. No problem. You get a bag, lose a bag. Get a bag, lose a bag. That'd be a person's whole life. It's getting the bag and then losing the bag. I got the bag. 2 months later, I'm down again. 3 months later, I got the bag again.
Yeah.
2 months later, man, I'm down again. And then his life becomes about getting the bag. Because I want to survive. I'm going to be down again, so I got to constantly get the bag or I'm going to be down.
Yeah.
That's a cycle. That's a delusion. That I'm never happy. I'm never content with my life. I don't like the blessings I got. Or the blessings I have aren't good enough. That's a delusion. You're given that delusion because there's something that's deficient inside of you.
My life is chaotic, but now I have peace. But that's boring.
That's a delusion.
That's real, huh?
Because you're in that delusion of you don't like peace and quiet and calmness in your life because there's a deficiency within you that doesn't value peace, calm, and quietness in your life. So because you have that deficiency, you have to be delivered to chaos. So that, are you done with chaos? Like Israel. Are you done with walking in the wilderness? Are you done walking in circles? Are you done with depression? Are you done with hyper-emotionalism? Are you done with being extremely in your flesh and carnality? Are you done with being a hateful person? Are you done with your shame? Are you done with not studying and not making any damn sense when you put your thoughts together? Are you done with that? Are you done with chasing the bag and then being broke 2 months later again? Are you done with getting the blessing and then burning it up and then get another blessing and burning it up and saying, where are my blessings at? Because people get blessed and then they burn it up. They burn their blessings. Then they say, I don't know what's going on. It's in James. It says, to consume it upon your lust. When you get a blessing, you want to burn it. So why should I bless you? Why should I give you anything if you're going to misuse the people the Most High puts you in your life? If you don't appreciate the people the Most High puts you in your life. If you don't even love to the degree that they need the people in your life. Or you don't provide spiritually for the people the Most High puts in your life. Then you need an illusion. You need to walk in a circle. Go on YouTube and put his life as a YouTube video. And just press the little circle button. If you have YouTube Premium, just press the little circle button. And it's just the same. It's like those shorts, those YouTube shorts.
Yeah.
You can look up the phone is the same statement 10,000 times.
Your life's a boomerang. You're on repeat. Same track. Rewind.
Exactly. But it's because the Most High gives me advice. The Most High gives me direction. The Most High gives me guidance. I choose to do what? Hebrews 10:39. Read one more time.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 39.
Mm-hmm.
But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition.
We're not them that draw back to the perdition. I keep quitting when I get instructions. I keep quitting when I get opportunities. I keep quitting when the Most High gives me vision and clarity. Read.
But of them that believe to the saving of the soul.
And I quit because I don't really believe like I need to.
Yeah.
Because my deficiency is faith. You're only going far as your deficiency. If you don't grow your faith, you're only going to go as far as your lack of faith. If you don't have love, you're only going to go as far as your lack of love. If you're always angry, your life's only going to go as far as your anger will allow you to without burning the rest of your blessings up. You'll just walk in the circle and you'll be in the delusion and you'll have excuses for your life. That is real, that is biblical, and that is true.
You're like a tether bar. Just bing,
You're tethered.
bing.
Better way to say
The
it.
Most High is saying, I could only trust them as far as I could throw them. It's not
Exactly.
very far.
Amen.
Because he won't get past his anger. He won't get past his depression. He won't get past his flesh. He won't get past, or she won't get past her victim mindset. He or she won't get past their slothfulness. Yeah. Some people are just lazy, just naturally lazy. That's in them. And it's cute for a little while until the clock keeps going in your life and you're aging in your slothfulness. That's when it's not cute anymore. Because now your kids got to eat. Now your rib needs information. She needs answers. Now your body's failing. You got to fix your body, but you don't got the energy for it. Because you're a slothful man. Because you don't practice being vigorous. You don't give yourself to laborsome toil and stress and struggle and repetition of physicality.
Come on.
If you have it, cool. I'm open the door if you have it. But, so the issue is, we're not supposed to be of them that do what?
Draw back into perdition.
A lot of us get the same counsels every year. And we halfway apply the counsel, and then something fakes us out, which is probably ourselves, and we go back and say, nah, I'm gonna do something else. I'm looking for another shiny object. I'm looking for another object or distraction. I want something else. Or I don't like this counsel. This counsel is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Let me draw back.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You drawing back is killing your success rate. Because when you get success, you get what? You get confidence and faith. Mm-hmm. When you see a counsel work, you get faith. When you see a scripture work, you get faith. When you see what you apply in this book work in your life, it grows your faith. But if your faith is not growing, it's because your application and completion of the scripture is not growing. Therefore, what's the next stage? The next stage is delusion and circular living. And you might waste 4 dimes. All right? So now, let's go to Numbers 14 and 4. Numbers 14 and 4.
Next read.
Come.
Exactly, sis. Exactly.
Ready?
Let's go.
Numbers chapter 14 and verse 4 reads, And they said one to another, Let us make a captain, and let us return into Egypt.
So this is the point. Israel was dealing with their deficiency. And said, listen, I'm done with this. I don't want to be in this cycle of circles anymore. Let's go back to Egypt. Let's go to Exodus 4 and 19. What did Egypt represent?
Bondage.
Yeah, it also represents quitting. It's easy to quit and go back to the bondage I'm used to.
I know who made that song, Egyptian Lover now. Egyptian Lover. We made that song.
Yeah, that was us.
And everybody loved it.
Glad I. It's beautiful.
Exodus chapter 4, verse 19.
Yeah.
And the Lord said unto Moses in Midian, Go, return into Egypt. For all the men that are dead, for all the men
I'm so sorry.
are dead.
I'm so sorry. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Skip that. Jeremiah 42, verse 15. Skip that. Slide.
Jeremiah,
42 and 15. Jeremiah.
you got it.
Jeremiah 42 and verse 15.
God.
So Israel does things that the Most High don't delight in. And majority of that be the spirit of what? Drawing back to perdition old ways, old habits, old mindsets, regression, or backsliding. That backsliding process is a part of that circular lifestyle that we live.
Perdition is hell.
Exactly. Yeah. You're going back to your hell, to your personal hell.
Condemnation too, as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, you go back to your condemnation.
And we don't want that for anybody. We don't want that for anybody.
Yeah.
42 verse 19, 42 verse 15,
15.
through 18.
God, Jeremiah chapter 42 verse 15. And now therefore hear the word of the Lord, ye remnant of Judah. Thus says the Lord.
It still goes back to hearing.
Yeah.
Do you see the cycle? He's still waiting for you to hear. By hearing cometh what? Faith cometh by what?
By hearing.
By hearing. He's waiting for Judah to believe. He's waiting for us to believe. But he has to give us instructions to challenge our belief. If we don't hear instruction, it's because we don't believe. But that lack of belief means you're stuck in your circumstance. You're stuck in this bad part of your marriage. You're stuck in this bad part of your physicality. You're stuck in this bad part, quote unquote, of your development in the truth. You're stuck where you're at because you don't have faith. But faith is connected to listening. Faith is connected to hearing. Faith is connected to hearing information and hearing examples of success in the book, and then having the courage to complete your counsels and to complete your warfares and to make those changes. And he will not cast away a perfect man or a man that's willing to change or a man that's willing to believe and change. He won't push that person away. So he won't cast you away if you believe in him. He won't cast you away and let your body just be a carcass if you try to keep making changes. But if you let your deficiency, your shortcoming, rule your life, you're making yourself suffer. You're making the Most High, quote unquote, this object of just being a complete disciplinarian. He can't show you his soft side, his good side, his loving side, his caring side, his encouraging side. You're forcing the Most High to always be your enemy. And now you have a mentality that the Most High is your enemy. You have this spirit where you harden your neck, like it says in Proverbs. He that hardeneth his neck shall be destroyed suddenly, and that without remedy. Why is that? Because he gets used to correction. He gets numb to correction. Some people get numb to scriptures, which is really scary. That's one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my life.
That's scary, yeah.
I've seen people read the Bible and they don't feel anything. They're just numb. And one time I felt that way myself.
Mm-hmm.
Once I read the book, it was just words in the book. You know what I did after that? Started fasting. I'm just drink water for 3 days then. If you ever hit a wall in your life where the words aren't impacting your spirit, that means it's time to stop. Cut off all the eating, cut it off. The eating, the drinking, cut it off, and just lock into humbling yourself. Because your pride has you to where you don't hear the words. Pride blocks the words. I'm being real. Pride and stubbornness blocks the ability to receive the information. Why? Because wisdom will not enter into a what?
Malicious soul.
Malicious spirit. So if you want to break that maliciousness in yourself and that inability to listen, humble your soul by fasting. Like, why was Israel in the wilderness? To humble their soul. So if you practice humility, then you put yourself in the position to hear the word. And when you hear the word, you put yourself in a position to what? Believe the word. And when you believe the word, you're going to implement what? The behavior or the change. That's the cycle. And if you implement that cycle of change, he won't cast you away.
Yep.
And in the process of you repeating the same process of change, then you become unbroken. Mm-hmm. Nothing can break you. You become unbreakable. Your outside environment can't break you, and your internal doubts and your fears won't break you either. And your trauma and your past won't break you either. But if you can't hear the word because you're blocking the word, because you're into your deficiency, then your deficiency is going to determine your marriage. It's going to determine your job. It's going to determine your rank. It's going to determine your classes. It's going to determine your counsels. All your counsels are going to be based on your deficiency. If you need money and you all you think about is money, then every counsel is about how to get money. If you're obsessed with what you want and what you got to have and you can't deny yourself, you're a whirlwind of the point of insatiability, being insatiable. Everything's about your sensation, then all your counsels are going to be angled to getting pleasure. Don't you get it? If you don't deal with your deficiency, then it's going to warp all your communication. It's going to warp all your decision. And the curse of being impure is operating in circles. I'm operating in circles I don't believe because I want to be regressive and I don't want to make the changes because I don't believe enough. And then that doesn't mean problems are going to go away. Problems are still coming.
Yeah.
You just won't have the solution to your problems because the solution is right in your face. It's right in your ear, but you won't hear it because you blocked it. All right? So now let's keep going.
Verse 15. Jeremiah 42:15.
Mhm.
Now therefore hear the word of the Lord, ye remnant of Judah. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel. If ye wholly set your faces to enter into Egypt.
What do? We set our faces to do what?
Enter into Egypt.
Read on.
And go to sojourn there.
Meaning you make up in your mind that you want to quit. Yes, Egypt is bondage. We get that. By definition, Egypt is bondage. But when you're in the wilderness for 40 years, or 30 years, or 10 years, or 5 years, or 6 months, and you want to go backwards, what's that called? It's called quitting. So when you set your face on the spirit of quitting, that's no different than going back to Egypt. Keep reading. Verse 16.
16. Then it shall come to pass that the sword.
So what happens when you give your spirit to quitting? Here comes the sword. Read.
That the sword which ye feared shall overtake you.
Because there's a consequence for quitting. Quitting is equivalent to going back to Egypt. Going back to Egypt represents I quit on the Most High. I quit on the direction I was told to go. I quit on the vision. I quit on the process of change I was put into. I quit on the path of growth I was supposed to give my spirit to. Read.
Shall overtake you there in the land of Egypt, and the famine, whereof you were afraid, shall follow close after you there in Egypt.
So, the consequences that you are running from, or the struggle you are running from, or the problems you are running from, are going to follow you wherever you quit. So, can you really quit? No. You think you're quitting the problems. The problems aren't quitting you.
Mm-hmm.
The problems are going to follow you. The Bible calls them curses. In modern day times, it's just called problems.
Yeah.
Your problem's going to follow you. Because you won't deal with that single or double or triple deficiency in yourself.
Kinda.
And that deficiency, that shortcoming, or that moral imperfection,
Mm-hmm.
or
Defect.
that defect, or that less of what's necessary,
Mm-hmm.
is going to determine your counsels. It's going to determine your decisions. It's going to determine your interactions with people. It's going to determine wherever you're at. It's going to determine the outcome. Everything distills to your core flaws or your core deficiencies.
Kinda.
And the mind creates a delusion so I don't have to feel guilt. So the lies we tell ourselves is an angle not to feel guilty about my failures.
Yeah.
It's real simple. I have to create an excuse why things didn't work out. It's just there's a certain point where you believe your own excuses.
Mm-hmm.
And now when the scriptures come out, and the scriptures give you the truth, your excuses are blocking the truth. A lot of times we're liars because we're excuse makers. But your excuse is a shield for your natural deficiencies. And then when a certain when we're in the spirit of deficiency, or not deficiency, we're in the spirit of not addressing the deficiency, not addressing the problems, we run.
We quit. Yeah.
And running is quitting.
Yeah.
Running from my household is quitting. Running from the brotherhood is quitting. Running from my vows is quitting. That's another word for saying I'm going back to Egypt.
Kinda.
So because you're going back to Egypt, or you're, i.e. quitting, he has to send a sword to chase you. Keep reading.
And the famine whereof you were afraid shall follow close after you there in Egypt, and there ye shall die.
And there ye shall what?
Die.
And the death is the spiritual death.
Yeah.
You're not the same person you were when you were in the scriptures. You're not that person no more. Whatever your Hebrew name is, you're not that person no more. You're not that soul that believes anymore. You're not the believer that you used to be. You're the unbeliever now. You ran and you became the unbeliever. Or you were in the camp and you were an unbeliever in the camp. Not saying we're against you because you don't believe in the camp. Come on. You didn't believe in your set of battles. You have to believe your way out of your battles. You have to faith your way over your battles.
Mm-hmm.
You have to follow and commit your way through your problems. The Most High will honor you and give you forward momentum. But if you run and you quit, you're pulling more problems and more famines and more curses and more swords to wherever you quit at. And then your spirit, the person that was the believer that's inside of you, that spirit gets quenched or extinguished is a better way to put it. Read.
God, verse 17. So shall it be with all the men that set their faces to go into Egypt to sojourn therein.
Mm-hmm.
They shall die by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence.
We can go into heavy terms with what the famine is, what the sword, what the pestilence is. What it means is you're not defended.
Yeah.
That's all it means. You're not going to be protected when you run. When you quit on your protection.
Mm-hmm.
If you stay in your battle and you fight to follow instruction and you keep your commitment and you focus on your deficiency, you don't got to be perfect, but you're addressing your deficiency. He'll defend you. He'll protect you. He'll maintain you. He'll look out for you. And he'll be there for you. And you won't be wasting your time.
Yeah.
But if you're a quitter, quitters waste their time quitting. Read.
God, middle of 17.
Uh-huh.
And none of them shall remain or escape from the evil that I will bring upon them.
And the Most High is going to make sure that you're not protected. He's going to make sure you're not protected because you quit on him. Yeah. He took quitting personal.
Yeah.
You quit on me. You gave up on me. You stopped what we had going. I was taking you to the promised land, and you quit on me. You're gonna get the sword for that. You're going to get famine for that. You're going to get pestilence for that. You're going to get sickness, pain, some kind of pain. Whatever pain you made the Most High feel,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to make you feel. Because he took your quitting on him personally. You didn't believe him. You didn't trust him. You didn't want to address your deficiency. You let me down. You want to draw back to your hell before you come to me? Your hell is more important than I am? I got you this development process. And you quit on the process I had you in? I'm going to deal with you. Real?
Verse 18. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, as mine anger and my fury hath been poured forth upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem, so shall my fury be poured forth upon you, when ye shall enter into Egypt. And ye shall be in execration, and an astonishment, and a curse, and a reproach.
You're going to be all these things, bro. Just for quitting, bro. Just for running. Just for giving up. Just for looking back. Just for allowing your deficiency to demotivate you. Now your identity is changing. Yeah, execration?
Yeah. Execration. It says, the act of cursing, a curse pronounced, imprecation of evil, uttered, detestation, expressed. And then also means hatred. Right?
You're asking to be hated, bro.
You're going to be asked to be hated by the Most High.
Listen, you're asking the Most High to hate you when you quit on him. Yes, sir.
What scripture is it?
That is Jeremiah 42, verse 18, sir.
It was 15 through 18.
15.
Uh-huh.
And it also means that the Most High, he says, dislike. Right? So the Most High disliked the decision that you made. Because in his mind, he was like, you know what? I got you under this contract. We under the covenant, right? With the Most High, right? Which is a promise, right? A marriage. When the Most High sees that you violating that contract, he feels some type of way. We forgot that the man is the Lord. The Lord is a man of what? Man of war, right? A man has feelings, just like women do, right? So the Most High has feelings. So when you quit it on the Most High felt some type of way about that. But we don't see it that way. We think, oh, this is the Most High, right? Is this the Most High? He don't feel no type of way. But we forget that the Most High has feelings too as well. And he felt some type of way when you quit it on your development. Like you said earlier, he had us in the development process.
Yeah.
It takes time to be developed, am I right?
He was seeing your growth and your development and you moving forward.
Right.
And then you turned around and went the other way.
Exactly.
So now, I have these blessings for you.
Come on.
If you follow me, if you don't follow me, cool. Now I have a change of identity for you. Because you are a symbol of lack of belief.
Come on. The same way the Most High had these blessings laid out for you, the Most High got these curses laid out for you too. So it just depends on which one you want to go.
But the curses are for quitting.
Come on.
And turning our back on the Lord.
Come on.
So now, keep reading, sir.
Con. Let me read that last part again.
No, just keep reading forward,
You
bro.
got it. And you shall see this place no more.
You're not going to see the same level of opportunity you had when you quit. Everybody wants to go back the way it used to be.
Yeah.
Listen, sometimes you quit on somebody and it don't go back the way it used to be.
Come on.
You quit in your marriage, it don't be the same. You quit on the men, you come back and men still dap you up, but it don't be the same. Just keep it $1 with you. Because you have the capacity to quit. Turn your back on men when men need you. It's just life. It's a lot harder to rebuild trust. It's a lot harder to rebuild connection. Yes, sir.
It makes sense because once you cross that line and you quit and you come back, they're always going to be suspicious of you. Like you did it once, you could do it again.
When there's a fear of you back out again.
Yeah.
All right. So let's keep going. But notice, I'm not trying to say curse your life because you got weak. We're not saying that.
Yeah.
We're saying the Most High. When you quit the Most High or you quit in your battle, you may not get the same opportunity you had when it was fresh and brand new.
Trust.
You broke trust with the Lord. So it takes longer to get his trust. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay? Let's keep going. I got a lot to get through. Let's keep going.
19?
Yeah, 19.
God, 19. The Lord, the Lord had said concerning you, O ye remnant of Judah, go ye not into Egypt. Know certainly that I have admonished you this day.
So he said, listen, I'm trying to warn you. I'm warning you about you quitting. But what do people do that have circular scenarios in their life? That circle's based off them what? Quitting. You keep getting the same people in your life because you keep quitting. Keep getting BS job situations because you keep quitting. Your health keeps failing because when you're in the process of eating healthy and eating salads and drinking juices, you quit. So you don't get the blessing, or your blessings aren't perfected. You don't get a different outcome and a testimony that shows that you overcame, because in the middle of the overcoming process, you quit.
Yeah.
And that offends the Lord. Because you're supposed to be an example of the believers. Not an example of going back to hell. Is that clear? So now let's go to another example. 2 Kings 17:22. 2 Kings 17:22.
17 and 22.
Yeah, 2 Kings. So we went through the example.
17 and 22.
The class is called The class is called Issues Follow Deficiency. A testimony for or against you. Whatever deficiency I have, everybody has problems. Everybody has weaknesses. Everybody has drawbacks and character flaws and defects. We all know that. But when you allow that deficiency to make you quit, and to make you give up, and to make you stop, and to make you stop believing, and to block your ability to follow instruction, you become an enemy to the Most High. Because you're an enemy to yourself. And your external life is just repetition. It's just the same cycle of failure. But it's not because the Most High failed you. It's because you failed you because you don't believe in the Most High. It's not him. It's you. It's not him. It's me. If we fail to believe, we fail our life. If I fail to commit to instruction, I fail my life. And who has to suffer? The children. The children suffer. The men suffer. The congregation suffers. Because we won't make changes. or we let our deficiency determine our outcomes.
Yeah.
Is that clear? Okay. Let's go to 2 Kings 17:22. 2 Kings 17th chapter, 22nd verse.
2 Kings chapter 17, verse 22.
Uh-huh.
For the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam, which he did. They departed not from them.
So this guy named Jeroboam was a bad influence. And what did Israel do? They followed the bad influence.
Mm-hmm.
Read on.
Until the Most High removed Israel out of his sight.
So what happened after they followed the influence for so long?
Until the Most High removed Israel out of his sight.
He removed the northern tribes, the 9.5 tribes, out of his sight because they refused to let go of the negative influence. Read on.
As he had said by all his servants, the prophets. So was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day.
So read 1 Kings 12 and 28. And we're harping right now on just aspect of the nation, the 12 tribes, right? The 9.5 tribes. So in one example, we're reading about what he had as a consequence to remove Israel out of the land. Because they would not let go of the native influence.
You said
All right.
2 Kings 12 and 28?
No, 1 Kings 12 and 28.
Okay, 1 Kings.
Another one was 2 Kings 17 and 1.
22.
Uh-huh.
1 Kings chapter 12 and verse 28 reads,
Mm-hmm.
Whereupon the king took counsel and made 2 calves of gold and said unto them, It is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem.
Man, it's too much to go to Jerusalem. It's too much. It's just too much of a hassle. It's too much of a trouble. It's too much. It's too much inconvenience. It's too inconvenient. It's against. It's a hassle to go to Jerusalem. Read.
Behold thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
Read that point again. The last part.
Behold thy gods.
Because it's inconvenient for me to make these changes, and because it's inconvenient for me to grow, and because it's inconvenient for me to go through these different, the Most High has us on like some kind of obstacle course sometimes, and going to Jerusalem for them was some type of obstacle course, some kind of situation, some kind of challenging situation, right? Scenario-wise. So guess what? Now that opens the door, because I'm out of my convenience. Let me just pick a different God, because my convenience is my God.
Oh my gosh.
Let's just scratch the Most High. The Most High, we know the Most High took us out of Egypt. We have a bunch of history to prove it. But let's just say that these calves did it. Let's give the credit to some golden calves. Let's give the credit to some physical object and say it's the Most High. Which represents what? I want a new God because I'm inconvenienced right now. Not only do I follow bad influences, when I'm inconvenienced, I want another God.
No.
When I'm inconvenienced, I want another husband. When I'm inconvenienced, I want to just jump ship and just quit things.
Exactly.
When I'm inconvenienced, I'm mad. And I'm not gonna go to work.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm inconvenienced, I stop studying. Now TV's my God. Now YouTube's my God. Now Twitter's my God. Now Facebook's my God. You look for other things to focus on because whatever the Most High wants you to focus on is inconvenient to you. And then you still follow the bad influence. Well, that bad history is the history that made Israel, the Northern Kingdom, get extracted out of the land. Bad influences and choosing different gods incessantly. Because it fits their personal desire.
Gone.
What's convenient to them.
And those distractions, they're not going anywhere. If it's not you, it's somebody else. Therefore, he has to remove you. And that's why he didn't remove Jeroboam. He removed Israel.
Exactly. Jeroboam was simply the object of infamy.
Yeah.
He was simply an object to prove what you're going to do. Certain people play a role in your life. They're just there to be a bad example, see what you're going to do. It ain't about them. It's about you.
Mm-hmm.
Why did the Most High kill that person? Why must I destroy that person? Why must I sting that person? Why does he deal with that person? Because it's about you. You're the servant of the Lord. You're the chosen one. He wasn't chosen, you were. She wasn't chosen, you were. So the Most High lets that person stay in your life and maintain that position and get blessed in that position to see what you're going to do. Are you going to pick a different guy? Or are you going to follow the sins of your Jeroboam, your parent, your brother, your cousin and them, your best friend from school?
Yeah.
Whoever is your factor in your life, whoever's your Jeroboam factor, that person that did negative and had a strong influence on you, you'll follow them or me. Oh, it's too inconvenient to serve me. Oh, you have a new God now. I'm going to remove you out of Israel. I'm going to remove you out of your blessing. I'm going to remove you out of the land. Read on.
Behold, thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And he set the one.
Stop right there. So bottom line, we're just showing reasons why the Most High extracted the 9.5 tribes out of the land. Next point. 2 Chronicles 30 and 1. 2 Chronicles 30 and 1.
2 Chronicles 30 and 1.
So the king said do it, so we did it. Somebody proper said do it, we did it. A strong influence on our life said do it, and we did it. Yeah. We violated on the Most High. We ignored the Most High. We neglected the Most High because somebody important said do it. Okay? 2 Chronicles 30 and 1.
2 Chronicles chapter 30 verse 1. And Hezekiah sent to all Israel and Judah and wrote letters also to Ephraim and Manasseh that they should come to the house of the Lord.
But someone kept reaching out to your spirit. Someone kept trying to call you back to your discipline, back to your faith, back to that loving nature, back to that committed nature, back to your work, back to your labor, back to your spiritual caliber. Read.
That they should come to the house of the Lord at Jerusalem.
Start over.
God.
Come back to the Most High. Read.
Come back to the Most High. Excuse me. You said come back.
Just read, sir.
And Hezekiah sent to all Israel and Judah and wrote letters also to Ephraim and Manasseh that they should come to the house of the Lord at Jerusalem to keep the Passover unto the Lord power of Israel. For the king had taken counsel and his princes and all the congregation in Jerusalem to keep the Passover in the 2nd month.
So the Most High opened the door. We don't got to do it the first month. Let's do the 2nd month. I'm going to give you an extra chance, an extra opportunity to not miss out on this embrace I have for you. He's trying to embrace you. He's making changes to embrace you. He's creating situations to embrace you. He has people reaching out to you to embrace you, to bring you back to Him. Do we take advantage of that? And when we read the rest of the story, you know, a couple people came back, but not the majority. And that's man. A couple of us will come back to the Most High, but not the majority of us. Or it's like that way in your spirit. You'll give the Most High 20%, but 80% of you split on doing what you want to do. I'll give the Most High a little bit, but the majority of me is somewhere else. My mind is somewhere else. My spirit is somewhere else. My focus and my drive, my desire is somewhere else. I'll give the Most High a 40 piece. I'll give him 40%. 60% of me is somewhere else. So whether it's a man giving half his spirit or a tenth of the spirit to the Lord, or it's a whole nation of people that only 10% people come back and 9% are still in their wicked ways, it's the same principle. Most High opens the door for us to come back to Him, but we don't respect it. And then we wonder how, or we wonder why we're out there, kicked out the land, cast out. 2 Peter 2 and 22. 2 Peter 2 and 22. But that is a what? That is a deficiency. That is a character defect. That is a personal shortcoming. And that personal shortcoming leads to the same result. Getting kicked out of your blessings. Getting kicked out of your land. Getting kicked out of your security. Getting kicked out of your growth. Getting kicked out of the person you were supposed to be. You're supposed to be this person. But you didn't become that person. That person died. That spiritual person was extinguished with doubt. Extinguished with pleasure chases. Extinguished with looking for other gods. Extinguished with obsession for convenience. And everything to be convenient around them. And everything to circulate around their ego. And what they want. And their sets and desires. And their preferences. Read.
2 Peter chapter 2 verse 22. But it has happened unto them according to the true proverb.
Uh-huh.
The dog is turned to his own vomit
The
again.
dog did it again. The dog went back to his sickness again. The dog quit again. The dog went back to Egypt again. The dog got into his flesh again. The dog went to his pleasure chase again.
Chasing the tail again.
The dog's chasing his tail again.
Chasing
He's
the tail again.
he's letting his deficiency determine his outcome.
Yep.
And now that his deficiency has gone unchecked, now it's time to go back to the sickness. Whatever our individualistic sickness was. Keep reading.
Come. The dog is turned to his own vomit again.
Mm-hmm.
And the soul that was washed to
Stop.
her.
The soul that was washed. Because we be in the truth getting washed. We be in these classes getting washed. We be in counsel getting washed. We be getting corrected getting washed. We be getting admonished getting washed. We be around positive examples on a daily basis getting washed. We be going through challenges and changes getting washed.
Mm-hmm.
We be going through exertions. Physical exertions. Work exertions. Mental exertions. But those exertions, mental, physical, or spiritual, are for to clean your spirit. Read. To cleanse your spirit. Read.
And the soul that was washed to her wallowing in the mire.
But the mire is the lowest level. How am I here and I go back to the lowest version of myself?
Come.
I go back to the lowest version of myself and I'm in the same situation. I did it again. Oops, I did it again. I done did it again. I made the same mistake. I had this. I made the same. I had the same problem. You know what? I went back to my mire because I didn't check my deficiency. So now I have the same issue. The problem is we blame our issue on people. It's the teacher, the bus driver, the coach, the rib. It's the cat you gave me.
It was my manager.
It was the dog you gave me. It was the rib you gave me. It was the car you gave me. It was the house you gave me.
Yeah.
It was the camp you gave me. Whatever it is, Most High puts a certain set of cards in your hand. But it's always the card's fault, not the player of the cards.
Mm-hmm.
It's not your lack of skill. It's your particular set of circumstances is against you. Maybe your circumstances against you because you haven't been building your faith. You haven't been following counsel. You haven't been fighting to the end. You haven't been practicing discipline. You haven't been in the Word. You haven't been making good on your commitments. Or you've let your deficiency rule you, and now it's built so much momentum that you're in the spirit of quitting, spirit of running, spirit of regression. Or you don't like to be inconvenienced, so you look for a new God. You want a new source of inspiration.
Come.
These things happen.
Yeah.
All right? Or somebody's reaching out to you,
Yeah.
and only party wants to come back. That's a sad thing to me. You see great spirits, great people, and they only give 30% to the Father. And the rest of the spirit is obsessed with something else. So they really don't get the benefit. And then you look up, you don't see it anymore. Well, why don't you see it anymore? Because their faith was never really here.
Mm-hmm.
So they get rooted out the land, or rooted out their household, or rooted out their health and strength. Because your commitment's not there 100%. And your ability to listen and commitment to listening and following is not there 100%. And really the problem is you really entertain quitting. And you entertain quitting because you don't check your deficiency. Mm-hmm. Your deficiency is your negative momentum that leads to quitting. If I'm a hateful person, the hate will grow until you quit. If you're a lustful person, the lust will grow until you quit. If you're a depression type personality, the depression will grow until you quit. If you're a slothful man, the slothfulness will grow until you're so ashamed you quit. The deficiency ends up determining the outcome. But your issues are based off of the deficiency that goes unchecked. Read on.
Same scripture.
No. Psalm 69 verse 14. Emphasize the last part of the scripture, and then we're going to the proper way to look at this situation.
Come.
The soul that was washed did what?
The soul that was washed to her wallowing in the mire.
The soul that was washed to the wallowing of the what?
in the mire.
So one person wants to go back to the lowest level of themselves. Let's look at David. Psalm 69 verse 14. Psalm 69 and verse 14.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
God. Psalms chapter 69, verse 15 reads.
14, sir.
Okay. Verse 14 reads.
Thank you, sir.
Deliver me out of the mire.
Listen, one person's running the mire. David said, listen, get me out of the mire. Two different people. Same concept, though.
God.
One is running to the mire.
Yeah.
One is running out the mire. Which one are you? Which one am I? Which one are we? Are you running to the lowest level? Or are you trying to run from the lowest level? Read.
Deliver me out of the mire and let me not sink.
Don't let me be stuck in this circumstance. Stuck in this repetitive mentality. Stuck in these bad decisions. Stuck in my deficiency. Stuck in my Egypt. Stuck in my wilderness. Stuck walking around Mount Seir in circles. Stuck in that cartwheel mind frame.
Yeah.
Stuck in that axle tree spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Axle tree is like a tumbleweed. It goes where the wind blows. Whatever feeling, emotion, influence, impulse, desire, or visual object of desire, or desire to emulate and imitate, wherever that monkey brain goes.
Yeah.
I want to be like that person. 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 You just want to emulate carnal people. You're just collecting carnal examples to emulate carnal people so you feel like you're something. Michael Jackson, Lil Wayne, and Denzel Washington put together.
Wow.
So you can feel good. So you admire these carnal people, so you emulate these carnal people to create this character so you can escape from yourself. It doesn't work, bro.
No.
At the end of the day, you come out. At the end of the day, your head pops out the mascot suit. You can't hold the mask. The woman has to wash off the makeup eventually. Eventually, the clown has to wash the makeup too. Clowns must wash the makeup. Men gotta wash that clown mask off too. Right? I'm trying to hide. We're hiding behind a. We're just covering our faces and trying to hide. You gotta wash it off. We gotta wash off the mask. We use the mask and we use a form of hiding to escape from our secular problems.
Yeah.
Well, if I keep being in the same situation, let me just dress it up different. Let me just make it look a little different. Let me just kind of decorate a little different. Let me turn the ghetto into heaven. I wonder if heaven got a ghetto. You gotta just dress hell up. You gotta dress hell. You gotta deck hell out. Why don't you leave, or fix the environment, or spiritually implement a change in that environment? No, let's just dress it up. Let's paint a picture on the wall. Let's put a picture of Mother Mary Guadalupe. Let's put a picture of Guadalupe on the wall. Let's put a picture of Pimp C on the wall because it's Texas. It's the ghetto, huh? But if it's Pimp C's face in the ghetto, it's not that bad.
Oh my God.
Why don't you change the nature of your situation? Why do we keep putting clown paint on our situations? Why do we keep putting makeup on our situations? Because we think if we look different, my scenario's different.
Right.
That's a fallacy, bro. That's a temporary pleasure that fades 5 to 6 days later. Because after that, look in the mirror, it's the same guy. Or same gal. That didn't check the deficiency.
Yeah.
And the same issues keep popping up. So this class to destroy people and tear people down, no, I'm not going to do it today. That's not the point. This class is showing you got to be aware of not checking certain issues. If you don't check certain things, they take you over. And everywhere you go, you have the same problem. You have the same argument everywhere you go. Don't you notice that? It's the same argument. It's always the same argument. It's always the same conversation. I'm leaving. It's always the same conversation. Well, you know what? I don't need this damn right there. I'm not sure I want to be here anyway. Or in your head, which is even worse. It's the same conversation. You just don't say out your mouth.
You know?
It's the same situation, but it's a different circumstance.
Exactly.
It's the same thing.
And what happens is it leads to the spirit of quitting.
Yep.
And once you quit, here come those curses that are high level of intensity. The Bible said it.
You want to know something crazy?
Yes, sir.
It's the same thing with people in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many of us, we meet plenty of people in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'll sit back here and say the same thing. I'm going to just quit my job. I'm going to just go to another location because it's the manager's fault.
Yeah.
Well, is it the manager's fault? It's something about you. It might be something in your spirit, the fact that why the manager turning up on you. But it's never them, though. It's never them.
It's never them, and you go back to the mire.
Yeah.
But David was praying, deliver me out of the mire.
Mm-hmm.
How many of us do that? A lot of us are lost in some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't pray to come out the lostness. We don't pray out the mire.
Because
if you pray out the mire, then you're responsible for, when he gives you the answer, to implement it. That's why we don't pray out the mire.
Mm-hmm.
David was saying, deliver me out the mire, let me not sink. Read on.
Let me be delivered from them that hate me, and out of the deep waters.
Out of instability and vexation. One person likes instability and vexation. I love my haters. Oh, that's you. You love your haters? Here you go.
I feel like I ain't doing
Here you go with the delusion.
Yeah.
Here you go with the delusion. Here you go with the excuse or a mask. So you don't got to face what's in you.
Yeah.
I operate in chaos, or it's what do they call it? Organized chaos. Like that doesn't make sense
At all, huh?
You know. And I think the mire's what mud and excrement.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring up a street reference, but I don't want to do that. So I just thought about when they say don't bring your problems to work.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like your job. It's already bad. You're gonna make a situation worse wherever you go. That's the mire. It's two things that are not clean.
Ghana.
It's an unclean, low-level situation. But I keep going back to it. I don't pray out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I pray for it, or I pray to the Most High, I call his attention, I got to follow again. I got to submit again. I got to be humbled again.
Yes. Start over.
And listen, if you humble yourself, you save yourself a dime of just walking in circles. It's worth just to save the time
Yeah.
and have the progress in your life. But a lot of us don't want to live by faith. A lot of us want to quit.
Mm-hmm.
So let's keep going. Matthew 25, verse 14. As a matter of fact, that's not the whole point I want to go into. I don't know why I didn't find what I was looking for.
Okay, what thing that we are? Real
Huh?
quick. I was going to say,
Yeah.
when David said right here, he said, deliver me out of the mire and let me not sink. You know what I get from that act? Everybody has their own version of quicksand act. When you look at quicksand act, if there's nobody there around you to help you to pull you out of that stuff, it's over. You sinking in, it's a wrap.
Listen, the Most High, he has you in the mire so you can call out to him.
Yeah, to be humble.
But Israel don't want to call the Most High.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
Yeah.
if you call the Most High, then they got to play the humble game,
Yep.
the follow game, the submission game, the study game, the discipline game. I don't want that. So let me find a different God.
Yeah.
Or let me just go back to Egypt. Or let me look for another solution.
Kinda.
Let me not get the Most High's credit. Let me quit on the Father. Well, your deficiency has put you in the position to quit.
Kinda.
Your slothfulness put you in the position to make that bad decision. Your hate put you in that position to make that bad decision. Your sadness just perfectly put you in that situation to make that bad choice.
Yep.
To start back at level 1. Let's keep going. Let's go to Matthew 25, verse 14.
God. Matthew chapter 25, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country.
So we have two examples of deficiency determining people's outcomes. Whether it be not have tribes, or it be, Israel in the wilderness, right? Now we're looking for a solution. Matthew 25, verse 14. Let's read.
God, for the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods.
Mm-hmm. And the Most High called his servants and gave them his goods. He gave them blessings, skills, abilities, health, strength, eyes to see, ears to hear. Read.
And unto one he gave 5 talents.
One person has the capacity, and they have 5 talents, 5 abilities. Read.
To another 2. And to another 1.
So one person has 5 talents. One has 2. One has 1. Okay. Read.
To every man according to his several ability.
Stop. It's about your individual ability. You're not being measured against different people. You're being measured against the capacity the Most High knows that's in you. The Most High knows what He put in you. He knows the spiritual level He put in you, the power He put in you, the love He put in you, the care He put in you. He knows how much. He knows how much ability to be successful in Christ that He put in you. He knows how much He invested in you. He called you the truth for a reason, and He invested in you for a reason. Read on.
To every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey.
And so the Most High gave you an opportunity, gave you life, breath, vitality, and a mind. And He gave you skills. And He just created a process of time. What are you going to do with these abilities? What are you going to do with these skills? What are you going to do with all the scriptures and the classes you've been given? What are you going to do with your health and strength? Where do you commit your strength and your power? Read.
Verse 16. Then he that hath received the 5 talents went and traded with the same.
Stop. This guy went and got commerce going and connected with people and improved himself. Remember, a perfect man's about improvement.
Yeah.
What's the problem? We have the same problems, the same arguments, the same issues. We pick the same lovers, the same partners, the same archetype. It might be a new face, but it's the same spirit. We pick the same spirit. We pick the same situations. We pick the same routines. The Most High gave you talents. Read on.
And made them other 5 talents. 17. And likewise, he that had 2 received. He that had
really clear,
received
bro.
2.
Start from the top.
God, verse 17. And likewise, he that hath received 2, he also gained other 2.
So this guy had 2 more talents. It's the issue. What the talents you got, the Most High gave you, were a proof of your love. What the talents the Most High gave you was the proof to Him that you loved Him. You got to become a better teacher. That's proof of love. You have to be a better cook. That's a proof of love. You have to clean the bathroom better. So when I came to the classroom, I was a bathroom cleaner. That was my first talent. I'm the #1 bathroom cleaner in the camp. I'll make sure that toilet is shiny. I know what scriptures. Dariad, Justin, go over there and clean the toilet. Okay, and that's my talent. That's my baby. And I'm gonna make sure this bathroom is always fresh and clean. And in this class, when we walk in this bathroom, whatever the hell my Jake name was, make sure it was fresh. That's what he gave me to do. Right? That was my ability to show love by flexing or extending myself in that arena. But some of us have what? Gotta pick up boxes, sell oils, be a brother, be a sister, be an ear, be a friend. Some of us gotta just put the time in the book to counsel people. Most likely gives everybody their slot.
Yeah.
But if you don't improve your slots and double your slots and double what you have to give to your people, it's a sign of lack of love. Somebody needs you to counsel. Somebody needs to go to the bathroom and it's all grimy in there. Which is not, but I'm saying we make sure of that. But if brothers don't make sure, sometimes brothers let it go. Wherever your slot in the camp is, do you put your spirit into it as an act of love? Because the Most High is measuring your love. Only thing that breaks your flaw and breaks your issue and breaks your routine of failure is how much love you have. You can love your way out of your failure. Scripture says about I'll go into a little later. It says there's no fear in perfect love. Get there real quick. I gotta pull it now. There's no fear in perfect love, bro.
That's in 1 John 4:18.
Get that real quick, bro. There's no fear in perfect love, bro. You're gonna read. I think we've read this breakdown before of the talents. Keep going.
1 John chapter 4, verse 18.
Uh huh.
There is no fear in love.
There's no fear in what?
There is no fear in love.
Read on.
But perfect love casteth out fear.
Perfect love casts out fear. Because I love my people, I'll go ahead and commit to my duty. Because I love my people, I'll make these changes. Because I love my child, I'll be better for them. Because I love my brother, I'll be a better brother for him. Because I love my people, I'll teach the class better next time. Or I'll study better. I'll be more thorough in my information. Because you love the people around you, you're supposed to make changes to show you love.
Yeah.
The Most High is using, He gave you so many talents, and there's things about you that are deficient and weak. We get that. But to break the weakness, you have to grow in your love. Your love is what breaks the quitting. Your love is what breaks the hate. Your love breaks the slothfulness. Your love breaks the depression if you get more information and break it. Your love breaks the spirit of lack of patience with people. You know, I'm short on patience. Let me grow in love so I can show more patience. Love is the motivating factor behind a lot of the problems we got. A lot of the problems we got are just a lack of love. So you know what the Most High did? He said, well, I want you to grow in love. Therefore, I want you to do what? Grow in talents. I want you to do more. Go from the bathroom, go to the floor. Go from the floor, clean the podium. That was like the best part to clean back in the day. We had this phenomenal podium this brother Howshai did. And we would clean it. Only the officers could clean the podium. All the officers could clean the podium. They could make it super shiny. That was the gift of the officer. I want to go from the bathroom to clean the podium one day. That's just the goal. I got to improve in what? I got to grow in talents to get where I want to go. Well, the same thing applies to us. Whatever talent the Most High gave you, whatever ability the Most High gave you, whatever capacity the Most High gives you, your love is what kills the deficiency within you or tapers the deficiency within you to express more growth. Read it one more time and we'll go back to our point.
1 John 4:18.
Uh-huh.
There is no fear in love.
Uh-huh.
But perfect love casteth out fear.
Perfect love casts out fear. Fear leads to quitting. Fear is why we quit. So when you start practicing loving your people more, you don't quit on the people you love. You don't quit on your camp. You don't quit on your school. You don't quit on your men. You don't quit on your children. You don't quit on yourself.
And your brotherhood too.
You don't quit on the brother. You don't quit on yourself. Because you're trying to grow in those spiritual talents. The spiritual talents are an expression of how much you love your people. Because the talents benefit who? Your people. Go back, Ahmad.
Khan, Matthew chapter 25, verse 18.
Uh-huh.
You want me to start there?
Yep.
But he that hath received one went and digged in the earth.
But the guy that received one talent, he had ability. It don't matter how many you got. That was his several ability. That was based off of his ability as a man.
And several means your particular ability. So the Most High is not unfair. He will give you talents according to your particular ability.
What you have. Read.
And he that hath received one went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money.
And what did he say?
And after a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents.
He brought 5 more services, 5 more abilities, 5 more benefits to his people out of love. Read.
Saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more.
Real?
His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things.
Real?
Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord.
And you get the joy of the Lord because you grew in abilities. It's really because you loved your people. You got better and you checked the deficiency in you. You stopped making the same circular decisions because you want to give people a better version of you. You want to give more service to the body or to your household or to your children or to the brotherhood. You wanted to give more. So you loved your way out of your deficiency.
And
He didn't get to rule you. Go ahead.
another word for faithful is dependable.
Exactly. You are more dependable because your love grew. Keep reading.
Verse 22. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents.
Listen, okay, it's not about who's the greatest. Do you have the love to give more? You check your deficiency with your love. You check your hate with your love. You check your quitting with your love. You check your sloughness with your love. You check your lack of studying with your love. And because you have more love in you, and you're growing in your capacity to love your people, you provide more services for them. Keep reading.
Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them.
To benefit the people, to benefit the household, to benefit the nation. Read.
23. His Lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant.
Keep reading.
Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things.
You had enough love to keep growing and keep providing for your people. You get the kingdom. Simple as that. Keep reading.
Enter thou into the joy of the Lord, of thy Lord. Verse 24. Then he which had received the 1 talent.
He wasn't getting judged because he had 1 talent. Because the man that had 2 talents wasn't getting judged because he only had 2. It wasn't about the number of skills. It was about, I stopped growing. I stopped growing because I quit. I quit because I don't love. Keep reading up. Keep reading.
Verse 24. He that which hath received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art a hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown.
I know it's a life of inconvenience and discipline and structure and tolerance. Read.
And gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid.
And I was what?
And I was afraid.
And I was what?
And I was afraid.
I was afraid. The spirit of fear intensifies before you quit. That's the purpose of fear. Fear's job is to make you quit. So your deficiency is supposed to set you up to quit. You know why? Because now you'll never provide that extra service. No one ever knew what the teacher would become. No one ever knew the counselor would be. Nobody ever knew the great brother you would be. Nobody ever knew the blessing you're going to bring to camp. We never got to experience it. Because before you could provide that ability, or that skill, or that love, or that talent, that element that you had to bring to camp, you didn't bring it because you would let your deficiency put you in a position of quitting. It's why. We have to look at why he didn't produce. Why did he not grow? The root of why he didn't grow because of his fear. His fear killed his growth. So what's the spiritual lesson for us? There's no fear in what? Perfect love. Well, how do you love more is the question now. You love more by looking at the needs of your people and investing. What does this brother need? Let me invest. What does this sister need? Let me invest. What do my parents need from me? Let me invest. What do the men need from me? Let me invest. Between me and the Most High, my one-on-one. What does the Most High need from me? Let me invest. Do you see that the investing mentality is the opposite of the quitting mentality? When you're quitting, you're going back to Egypt. When you're investing, you enter into the joy of the Lord. And you're growing. It's growing forward. We all have deficiency. Mm-hmm. We all have flaws. We all have issues that follow us wherever we go. But when you decide to love by challenging yourself and investing in the need around you and commit to the Lord, you grow out of your deficiency. It's still there, but it doesn't dominate you. The spirit of quitting doesn't dominate you. The spirit of selfishness doesn't dominate you. The spirit of pride doesn't dominate you. It's always going to be there. It won't dominate you.
Doubt.
The spirit of doubt is always going to be there. It won't dominate you.
You know, one time I was questioning, my love for the brotherhood. Mm-hmm. And the brother told me that he was saying something about me that he counted, what he counted as my love for the brotherhood was answering the phone call at 4 in the morning on my day off. And I was like, damn, I do have love for the brothers. Like, he counted that. I'm like, I do have love. You know, and it just took that one little testimony that I didn't think much of it, but to him it was like, that's showing love.
It meant a lot to him.
Yeah.
Your love is quantified by how far you go for your people.
Yeah.
Your children, your brother, your school, your camp, and your soul. The spirit, the righteous soul within you. We go hard for the flesh, don't we?
Oh yeah.
We'll pour a 40-hour day for the flesh.
We go in on this.
If you know. We'll pour a 48, or at least 36 for the flesh.
OT.
We'll pour a 28-hour shift for the flesh. But for Christ, nah. Nope. It's been 6 hours. It's time to go home. That's real. So, what am I saying? The way that we don't go into these circular lifestyles and circular thoughts is to focus on our deficiency and day-to-day hammer it little by little, little by little, little by little, little by little. You got to keep jabbing that deficiency. That's how people fight in boxing. When people box, it's just a bunch of jabs until you get that power punch. Mm-hmm. And why is that? Because you have to keep constantly attacking a problem until it breaks. But if you stop attacking your problem, and your problem grows, and then that fear intensifies because your problems are getting too big, then that shame comes because you're not winning your battle. You're looking bad for the camp. You're failing your household. You feel like a failure. The shame intensifies. Next thing you know, you're on the outside looking in. Happens to a lot of people. It's a cycle. But it's a product of not focusing on deficiency. They just say, this brother made me mad. This person made me mad. This person made me angry. This person pissed me off. No, you're blaming it. You're blaming the issues. All these issues going on around you, it's really a product of what you're not changing in yourself. You're blaming other people for what you don't want to change. When you're supposed to be making changes and getting talents to prove you love them. I became a better listener because I love you. I became a better counselor because I love you. I became a better teacher because I love you. I became more patient because I love you. I wasted more of my personal time because I love you. I put in more work hours because I love you. I study more in depth and more systematic because I love you. I'm going to fight my selfish nature more because I love you. Doing it for your people is how you grow in the talent. But the guy with one talent was afraid because he wouldn't check his deficiency. And really he didn't want to do it. And so what he do? Him bearing his talent was his form of what? It was his form of quitting. One man goes back to Egypt, he quit. One man gets kicked out of the land, he quits. One man says, this is the God that saved me, he quit. One man put his talent in the earth, he quit. One man didn't invest in his brother, he quit. One person didn't study, he quit. One person didn't pray, he quit. One person got into his flesh and his slothfulness, he quit. And at the end of the day, or the end of the year, or in that nickel and that dime of time period, where was the extra service you were supposed to create for the body? Where was the extra growth you were supposed to have for the body? All you have is stories of who pissed you off.
Yeah.
Who made you angry. How much it sucked. Where it was inconvenient. You're focused on the issues because you didn't check your deficiency. So issues follow deficiency. Problems follow what you don't fix. Where there's smoke, there's fire. The fire created the smoke. The fire that was consuming your life was what you didn't check. The smoke, all the social issues, how it plays out amongst the body. Arguing, quitting, wanting to fist fight, talking crazy, playing the distance game, saying disrespectful things, not getting brothers dap. P-poor salutes. Phone calls saying swipe, salakia. These are all different ways we manifest our deficiency with the brothers versus provide what they need, what your people need, what your children need, what your family needs, what the camp needs. You don't grow in talents because you love little. Your love is small. But my love is small, I don't check my deficiency, and I don't invest enough. So what's the formula? Let's think backwards. If I invest more, and I jab my deficiencies on a consistent basis, and I listen and submit to instruction, and I practice humility, eventually I will outgrow my flaws. It'll be there, but it won't have control. And you won't want to quit. Why quit when you invest? Why quit when you took care of the brothers? Why quit when you took care of the men? Why quit when you're an essential part of the body? Why quit when you're a pillar of the camp? Why quit when you're someone else's positivity? Why quit when you're someone else's counselor? Why quit when you're someone else's teacher? Why quit when you're a brother to somebody? They need your brotherhood. Now you can't quit. You put yourself in a position not to quit. But the guy with one talent, he never put himself in the position to make those changes.
Mm-hmm.
He just lived off excuses and wasted time. So one man's wasting 40 years. One man's wasting an unknown span of time. Either way, you're not improving. Your lack of improvement is why you stay broken. Why you stay full of shame. Why you stay unconfident. And why you keep talking yourself out of being in the program or out of your next level of development. Or why you keep going on your pleasure chase. Your negative conversation motivates you to go on your pleasure chase, to balance out how you feel inside, the uncomfortable feelings that you feel within yourself. Because you entertain quitting. You get the conscious, you get the mind state? That's in the book. Keep reading.
God, verse 25. And I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, thou hast had is thine.
Listen, here's my notebook. Here's my vest. Here's that breakdown you gave me. Okay. What more did you invest in to show me you love me? That's what the Most High is saying. Where did you invest to show your brother you love him? Where did you invest more to break you? That's the proof of product. That's the proof that you really care about somebody. You improve for them. Read.
26. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not.
I was about growth from the very beginning. The Most High has always been about growth from day one. Read.
And gathered where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers.
You should have took all that I gave you. That mind, that spirit, that love that you have, the energy you have, that work ethic you have, that wit you have. Whatever I gave you, you should have gave it to your people. Why'd you live a selfish life? Why'd you withhold yourself? What Shawan says, he says, holding your spirit hostage. It's like you're holding your spirit and all you have to offer, you're holding it hostage. You're not giving it to anybody. Read.
Yeah.
And then at my coming, I should have received mine own with usury.
When Christ came back, he supposed to see the love that you have within you, how it benefited people. Everybody that benefited from all your growth. This brother became a good teacher, this brother became a good counselor. This sister became this person. She became a pillar for the camp in this way. This person was helpful this way. This person's life is a testimony of growth and help. This brother's life is a testimony of growth and help. So your issue, your deficiency, can be a testimony for you. He overcame the deficiency, and look what he did for the body. Or he allowed the deficiency to rule him, and all he has is a bunch of complaints. And it's a testimony against you. Same deficiency. Read. One man says, I want to run to the mire. Another man says, deliver me out of the mire. That's who you choose to be. What narrative do you subscribe to in the camp? What narrative do you subscribe to in your life? Read on.
28. Therefore, take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which hath 10 talents. For unto every one that had shall be given, and he shall have abundance.
Stop. Listen. Someone's going to do it. If you don't want to do it, someone's going to teach. Yes, sir.
That's a very important portion when he said, I reap where I sow not. That's saying that I'm not going to do it for you.
Yeah.
I gave you everything you needed.
Yeah.
And I expect you to build off of what I gave you.
But you build off of it based off the love you have in your heart.
That's what I'm saying. He's saying, I'm not going to do it for you.
Yeah.
I'm expecting you to do something with what I gave you. And
I gave you enough.
I gave you enough to do something to add to what I already gave you. That's what he's saying.
I gave you
I'm
it.
not going to do it for you.
I'm not doing it for you.
Where I sow not.
Listen, people are looking for it.
Right.
They want a man to do it for them. They want God to do it for them. But the Most High gave you everything you need. He put it in you. The kingdom within you. The kingdom is literally within you. He gave you everything you need. You just have to believe. That's the one thing we keep running from.
Right, because it's like we're just sitting around waiting for this spiritual osmosis
Yes.
to just create this
The
perfect
plants
situation
align.
for us to just overcome these things. And no, you got to do something.
A wicked generation seeketh a sign.
Right,
We're waiting for some physical scenario to make me do it.
right.
Or we're waiting to do it because it's absolute poverty if we don't. When we have the opportunity to do it and the time to do it every day, but we're scrolling, or we're sleeping, or we're complaining, or we're distracted, or we're arguing, or we're debating, or we're lying.
And going to the exchangers, that lets you know you can't do this by yourself.
That's the point,
Because
bro.
how is going to the exchangers going to help you? Weren't these the same exchangers? They might have had those talents once, like those people with 10, with 5, 2, and 1 talent.
Going to people that can help you.
Those
Going to your personal trainer if we're working out.
Huh?
Going to the chef, the master chef if we're cooking. Going to your coaches if you're playing a sport. Going to the authority figure in your arena. The elder sister, the elder brother, or the captain, or even the young man that's successful. Sometimes you get strong soldiers out of nowhere. And if I see a strong soldier, I emulate what he does. I study what he does. Whoever has the hot hand, take on their mentality. But you didn't look for the growth. You didn't look for who can give you power, who can empower you to be more, because your love wasn't there. My love wasn't there, bro. I wasn't focused on what the people needed from me. I was focused on my comfort, my convenience, my pleasure. Well, comfort, convenience, and pleasure equal that circular life. The circular life is based off of convenience, based off of comfort, based off of pleasure. That circular life is based off of fear. I made fear-based choices, so I kept quitting. It's very simple. If you keep making bad decisions, you keep going back to level 1. You keep going back to the mire. You keep going back to the vomit. One man prays his way out the vomit and out the mire. The other man runs to the vomit, to the mire. What man are you? What man are we? What kind of personality type are we? And are you to check these demons and to check this repetition and to check the cyclical mistakes we make? Are you trying to grow in talents to grow out of these problems? If I'm a liar, then I need to focus on practicing every day being more honest. That's checking that deficiency. Because what's going to happen is, once everybody says I'm a liar, and I start getting arguments with people all day, I'm going to quit because everybody keeps calling me a liar. And the one time you didn't lie, and they say you lied, that's justification to quit. See, the brother called me a liar. I told him the money was right there. I ain't steal nothing. All these people hate me. Oh, but you lied 19 times. The one time they were wrong, that's your reason to quit? Okay, we see. Your husband made one mistake. This happens in the camp a lot. He made one mistake. He blew the check on one thing, which is still wrong. We don't count me to blow checks out here. But he might have made a financial mishap, or he might have made an indiscretion decision. That one bad decision is your excuse to quit. When really he might have had 10 successes. It happens with teachers too. Teachers be on point for 10 years. One mistake, you can lose it all. It's very tight in this arena.
Getting treated like Home Depot out here. You got 10 good reviews, and then you get that one,
Brother,
you know, these pink papers.
it is real,
Everybody
bro.
sees pink papers like, oh, he messed up.
Listen, bro.
One time.
Well, we have
honest mistake.
we have very small room for failure, bro. We have very small room for mistakes.
Yeah.
It's a tight environment. So the only thing that's going to save you is your history of making changes. Your history of, despite my deficiency, despite my issue, making the change. It's a testimony for you. Jacob was weak. He couldn't beat no angel. He had no angelic power, but he kept fighting. That was a testimony for him. But if he fought the angel and quit, it's also testimony. It's testimony he's a quitter. Which one are we? Everybody deals with insecurity. Everybody deals with some idea of fantasy in their mind that is a worst case scenario fantasy that could scare them out of their blessings. Well, Esau has a term for it: fear of success. Some people have fear of failure, and their whole life is based upon running from failure. And some people, they have fear of success. Their whole life is based upon running from success, because the pressure is too much. I can't stand the pressure.
Yeah.
The pressure. If I succeed, now I have to be demanded. There's more demand of me. Now people need me more. Well, I'm gonna fail on purpose so nobody bothers me. Okay, that's on you. That ideal was you withholding your talent, and the Most High gonna judge that.
And when you say he was afraid, what are people afraid of? What are we afraid of? We're afraid of the unknown. I have to know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I need to know my schedule. I don't want to be inconvenienced.
Yeah.
This is too much. Like you said, the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Those are fears that people have, and this is why you can't grow in your love.
Yeah. You haven't checked your fear. Your deficiency is setting you up to tell you in your mind, for you to tell yourself, I can't do it. That's what babies deal with. That's what 40, 50-year-old men deal with. Babies say I can't do it. Grown men say I can't do it. It's a spirit. It's a spirit
And
that's making you choose to believe or to not believe.
and you said the spirit, right?
Yeah.
That's the spirit that the Most High didn't give you. Because remember, he said the Most High didn't give you the spirit of what? Of fear, right? He didn't give you that.
So fear is Satan's communication to you,
Yeah.
and faith is Christ's communication to you. But the servant that operated in fear, it's no coincidence he didn't go to the kingdom. No coincidence. Let's keep reading. Let's go to St. John 14, verse 15. So you quantify your love by the changes you make.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
How else do we quantify our love?
John chapter 14, verse 15.
Uh-huh.
If you love me, keep my commandments.
If we love the Most High, we're going to do what?
Keep my commandments.
We're going to practice the necessary discipline. The necessary daily discipline it takes to please Him. Next scripture. St. John 15, verse 10. St. John 15 and 10.
John 15, verse 10. If you keep my commandments, you shall abide in my love.
Stop right there. If you sit here and keep practicing the daily disciplines, not being perfect,
Yeah.
but clean the damn bathroom. We shouldn't have nobody. People ain't really. The bathroom's clean right now. I have to trip about that. I hate. Israel can't have a dirty bathroom. We have new people come through. All right, which it hasn't been dirty in a long time. I'm just saying the point. Whatever the Most High gave you, if it's clean the truck, clean the bathroom, make sure we disinfect the children's rooms. The kids don't gotta get sick and pass sickness around. Can you do your duty so everybody's straight? It's not about you. Can you do your duty so everybody can benefit off your labor? Read it again.
If you keep my commandments,
The daily discipline, the daily routine, the daily work ethic, the daily spiritual focus. If you can commit to the daily spiritual focus, read,
you shall abide in my love.
you'll show the Most High you love Him. Because every day you're jabbing.
Mm-hmm.
Every day you're fighting that deficiency. Every day you're fighting that slothfulness. Every day you're fighting that fear. Every day you're fighting that doubt. Every day you're fighting that slothful, I don't want to study, my mind's lazy day. Read.
Even as I have kept my Father's commandments.
Christ kept His Father's commandments. He kept His Father's principles. We're supposed to commit to the principles that Christ gave us. The same. Read.
And abide in his love.
And live in His love. Learn to love the discipline. Learn to love change. Learn to love service. Learn to love giving. Learn to love commitment. Learn to love keeping your deficiency at bay, or not allowing it to grow and control you and dominate you.
Mm-hmm.
Learn to love overcoming you,
Yeah.
because that's not the love. The more you overcome you, you leave capacity to grow in talents and abilities. But if you don't overcome you, you won't have the capacity to grow in talents and abilities. Because it's ultimately about what you're angry about, what you're mad about, who made you mad, who pissed you off, who disappointed you. You become obsessed with bad social interactions around you, in your home or with the men, and take your mind completely off the ball, which is the changes you got to make.
And sometimes that love, you're not going to like it off the rip. It can become an acquired taste. And you'll love to learn. You'll love to learn to love something. And you'll get better at once you learn to love.
You'll learn. I love what you said. You'll learn to love it.
Just like I always say, I never liked math until I got good at it. I'm like, that I love this.
Exactly. But you don't see success until you believe and have faith and practice until the end, until you complete the mission.
Yeah.
Then you have the confidence I can do math or whatever it is in life.
And I don't use it no more, so I'm not good at math no more.
That's how it goes. It was temporary.
What do they say? If you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
Romans 13:10, which is true. Romans 13:10.
Romans chapter 13 and verse 10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor.
Maintaining your daily disciplines, you won't have a negative effect on your brother or your neighbor. But if you don't maintain your spiritual daily discipline, you're going to have an effect on your neighbor. You're going to go in that bad bathroom. You're going to go on that dirty floor. You're not going to clean the kids' room. The kids going to be getting sick all day. They're going to go to work and show up with the men. They're going to be late every day and wearing tardy. They're going to not keep orders and chaos in the body. You're not going to drop the class properly. You're not going to study and be able to give counsel. You didn't do your job. You didn't check yourself so you could do a better job and then grow to do a second job on top of that. A second service to the body. A third service to the body. Based off your several ability. Read on.
Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law.
Love is the fulfilling of the law. It's an order from God that you practice spiritual thinking, spiritual principles, spiritual disciplines for the betterment of your nation. But if you really love your nation and you really love yourself, you'll keep checking the deficiencies around you so that you have the mental space. What more can I do? What more can I give? How more can I be of service? How much more can I be of a benefit to my people? But if you become obsessed with your lust, obsessed with your anger, obsessed with your depression, you always tell yourself, I don't have enough to give. I can't give no more. I'm done giving. That one comes up too. I'm done giving. I'm done investing. I'm done teaching. I'm done counseling. I'm done being used. I'm done investing with people. I'm tired of this. That's because your deficiency, your natural internal deficiency, has been unchecked, and now other spirits are coming in your conscious to pull you away and put you on the outside so you can be looking in, or take you out of your labor, or take you out of your sacrifice, or take you out of your investment. Same point. And this is why people don't grow. They don't grow because they stop loving.
Yeah.
It's the truth. Can somebody open the door? So
and
now.
And like you pulled up earlier how in Hebrews how we're not supposed to be those that draw back into perdition, right?
Mm-hmm.
To that condemnation, that loss, going back to hell, damn near,
Yeah.
right? In our minds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's because, like you said earlier, Dawiyad, it's the reason why we're not growing, because remember, you talked about fear.
Yeah.
And how love castified what? Fear. Perfect love.
Yeah.
But we went over what the definition of perfect was earlier, how love, perfect also means improving. You got to improve in your love, right? You got to get sharpened in your love. A lot of us don't know how to love just coming into the world, right? You know what I'm saying? But that's why the Most High is giving us this time, so that way we can understand what perfecting and improving our love really is.
Your love is practicing daily commitment.
Yes.
Practicing daily commitment and getting mastery and skill over your weaknesses to where you can be of a benefit to more people.
Yeah.
And you could set a standard, and then you could have a standard of excellence.
Yes.
Yeah. Improving your spiritual standard.
Kind of.
Malachi 2:2.
Malachi chapter 2, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
If ye will not hear,
But if you won't listen to the spiritual conscious, if you want to focus on the native carnal conscious, or the reason to quit, or the reason not to invest, or you just don't want to check your deficiency, read.
if ye will not hear, and if ye will not lay it to heart,
If it's not that serious, because sometimes people say it's not that serious. Read.
to give glory unto my name,
Because you growing and you becoming a symbol of development and you being a testimony of growth, it gives Christ glory. Read.
saith the Lord of hosts, I will even send a curse upon you.
So you're getting cursed for not growing. Read.
And I will curse your blessings.
And the blessings you do have, your blessings get cursed because you don't want to grow. Read from the top again because it's loud.
Malachi 2:2. If ye will not hear, and if ye will not lay it to heart.
Remember, hearing, faith comes by what? Hearing.
Hearing, yeah.
So if you're listening and growing in faith and trying to apply instruction, you'll grow and you'll be blessed. But if you block the listening, you block the faith, you block the instructions, you block the development because you are in your head or you're anywhere your mind's just not there.
Yeah.
You don't want to commit your mind, which is the time the Most High gave you. Read.
To give glory unto my name.
Because you're supposed to be a testimony of overcoming a flaw. Everybody has flaws. But you're supposed to be the testimony. Look, this person had this issue, they overcame it. Mm-hmm. Or they learned how to manage it. They got better. Read.
Saith the Lord of hosts, I will even send a curse upon you.
I will do what?
I will even send a curse upon you.
Because you're not trying to polish yourself. You're not trying to improve yourself. You're not trying to better yourself. Read on.
And I will curse your blessings.
And your blessing is all the things the Most High put in your life, responsibilities He gave you to maintain. Read.
Yea, I have cursed them already, because ye do not lay it to heart.
You don't give your mind to it. You're not giving your mind to how your lack of investment affects people. Mm-hmm. You're not giving your mind to how your lack of checking your deficiency affects the body or affects your house. You're not even giving your mind to how you affect people.
You're not taking heat.
I gotta curse you because you don't see how you affect people.
Yeah, God.
It's real simple.
God.
You're not even conscious how you affect your parents. Your behavior and how you flip out it shames your parents. Mm-hmm. You're not even taking that's embarrassing my parents. That's embarrassing the students. That's embarrassing the body. That's embarrassing the camp. I need to fix it by myself. I'm embarrassing my husband. Or his ex is embarrassing his rib. Whoever's the most spiritual in the family. When we're not checking ourselves and focusing on further investment in growing and developing, then we're doing what? We're regressing. And we're going backwards and we're quitting. And we're not about improving. And then we get cursed anyway. Read one last time.
Malachi 2:2.
Uh-huh.
If ye will not hear, and if ye will not lay it to heart, to give glory unto my name, saith the Lord of hosts, I will even send a curse upon you, and I will curse your blessings. Yea, I have cursed them already.
Go to 1 Thessalonians 5:21. 1 Thessalonians 5:21. You're already cursed because you're not conscious of that people need you.
1 Thessalonians.
People need your counsel. They need your brotherhood. They need your ear. They need your skill. You ain't think about people, nobody but yourself. So if you have a selfish mindset, you're already cursed. Go to 1 Thessalonians 5:21.
1 Thessalonians 5:21.
Mm-hmm.
Prove all things.
This is prove what?
Prove all things.
We have to also prove our what? Our love to Christ. So He humbled you in the wilderness for what? To prove your love.
Yeah.
He made your life inconvenient to what? Prove your love.
Yeah.
He put a bunch of needy spirits around you for what purpose? To prove your love.
Okay.
He made you wait to make you do what? Prove your love. He gave you talents and abilities for what reason? To prove your love. He gave you classes of the scriptures so you can study them and then you can show and you can be an example of what happens when you take the information and apply it to prove your love. Prove all things, not some, all things. The burden of proof is on us to prove that we love the Most High. It's our job to prove it to Him. Read.
Hold fast to that which is good.
And the things that work. The successful testimonies. The successful points of information. The successful attempts. The successful patterns. The successful examples and examples. Hold on to that. What do people hold on to? Complaints. Who pissed him off? Who shot John? You know, whatever, bro. Some people say what's going on. Who shot John? Like, who shot John? People hold on to all kinds of stuff.
They hold on to folly.
They hold on to folly, mythology, excuses, mask, trauma, drama, hate, fear, all kinds of demons. But the demons you hold on to is killing your opportunity to prove the Most High you love Him. So all Most High is saying is listen to me again. Go back to listening. Go back to believing. Go back to your daily, repetitive, repetitious, discipline-based spiritual growth pattern.
Yeah.
And then the things that work for you, stack those things that work for you and keep applying them in a system
Yeah.
so you can maintain your spiritual integrity.
Kind of.
Stick to the basics or fundamentals.
Stick to the fundamentals, and then once you're good at the fundamentals, keep growing in talents to be an example for others.
Kind of.
So that your deficiency doesn't define your life.
Yep.
My slothfulness defined me. My hate defined me. My anger defined me. My doubt defined me. My fear defined me. My skepticism defined me. My awareness of dealing with a bunch of inconvenient people that I got to argue with defined me. Whatever your deficiency point is, yeah, keep it in check and keep jabbing it so you can focus on what really counts.
Kind of.
I checked my deficiency, and I grew in Christ, and I grew in love to give more service. Enter into the Lord's joy, thou good and faithful servant.
Mm-hmm.
But some people say, put it in the ground. Go back to Egypt. This is the guy that saved my life, not this guy. These are the guys right here that took care of me.
Go back to the mire.
Go back to the mire. Go back to the lowest level. One man's praying out the mire, one man's running to the mire. What's your choice? And if you want to make life about you and it's not about other people, your blessings are already cursed. He cursed them already. You just can't see it because you're not thinking spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Last scripture. St. John 4:23. St. John 4:23.
John chapter 4, verse 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
Get to 16 now.
Verse 16. Yahweh Shai saith unto her, Go.
No, sorry. 1 John 4:16. Slack it. Sorry, that's on me.
1 John chapter 4, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
And we have known and believed the love that the Most High hath to us. God is love.
Most High is about love. If you really love the Most High, you'll grow for Him. If you love your children, you'll grow for Him. If you love your brother, you'll grow for Him. Read.
God is love. And he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in the Most High, and the Most High in him.
God's in you because you want to be a vessel for your people. But you're born with the flesh. You're born with flaws. You're born with weaknesses. We get that. So our job is to check our weaknesses, work on our disciplines, and then grow in our capacities to give more. To usher more people to the kingdom and be examples of belief and be examples of overcoming weakness, overcoming fear, doubt, hate, slothfulness, weakness. Those examples, you can always say, man, I used to be that way now. And that was my problem. I got past that. I still do it time to time, but it don't affect me like it used to. You're somebody's hope now. We are prisoners of hope.
Yeah.
How are you a prisoner of hope if you don't follow instruction? How are you a prisoner of hope if you don't believe? How are you a prisoner of hope if you don't want to give? The prisoners of hope are the ones that go to the kingdom. You are bound. You are bound with the expectation to always have to grow. But that's love. Because your growth benefits others.
And what that looks like is, you start off and you might struggle through something, and then later on, you're able to go through it. And then later on, after a while, you're able to power through it. And that's what that looks like.
And that's a testimony for you.
Yeah.
Or what? Or against you. But your issues are just going to keep following you. And it'll follow you, and your life will be a circle, or it'll be a straight line. Or it'll be some zigzags, depending on how you live.
Mm-hmm.
I know wisdom, as I say, wisdom lead a man to crooked paths.
Yeah.
So you probably have some zigzags in your life. But at least it's forward progress. Anything is better than circles. Is that clear?
Yeah.
So much love. Appreciate y'all for coming through. We'll see you tomorrow. We have more, but there's always more. Most High has to give. So, the water, shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.